Yosh. We're gonna get started in just one moment, Biscuits. Let's get hyped up on that team energy. I am super excited for what we're about to do today. All right, let's go. Hello, Biscuits. Good morning and good afternoon, everyone. How we all doing today? Welcome on in. It is Thursday. We are almost to the end of the week, which I know you guys love that because y'all get that weekend to rest and relax and recharge before the next Monday hits. So we are almost there, but how has everyone been lately? Hello. Oh my goodness. So today I once again left the safe comfort of my hovel and I went into town and oh my goodness, it was hot as heck. I almost got sick again, not gonna lie. Man, it has been hot no matter what day of the week it's been lately. And honestly, like, I dipped my hand in my mother's car the other day. I felt that lovely air conditioner. I was like, oh my gosh, I wish I had working air conditioner in my car right now. So at some point, I'm gonna be forced to hopefully try to figure out like what's going on with my air conditioner. But hello, Fireball. Welcome in. Hello, Karan. Ohayo gozaimasu. Hello, Banana. How you doing? Also, I'm sure Devo will be here pretty soon. Also, Clapic, what's up, brother? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for rejoining the membership. Oh my gosh, look at you. 3 months. Thank you so much. Honto arigato. Yeah. But man, today we're going to be doing some more Canto 9. I am going to not try to get railroaded by going into a reflect trial. We're going to try to hopefully kind of keep that off to the side for now today. But also, I did pulls. I could not save up my currency. I did pulls, and I'm very sad because I still have no Hong Lu to my name. And here I am. I'm like almost 40 pulls in out of 200. My goodness. You've seen your profile picture in 5 video comment sections consecutively. Wow, must be a really popular profile picture. Isn't that, wait, hold on, isn't that part of the whole like Red Hood cult? Wasn't there like a bot in here the other day that was like, oh my gosh, you gotta put on the Red Hood, Vix, you gotta do it, you must do it, everyone else on the internet is doing it. I was like, bruh, shut up, I'm not gonna join your cult. I already got one cult and they're already a handful, but like, you know, I'm not gonna repeat the name, thus otherwise I will embolden them and give them more power and they will get much more active in their antics. Which, you know who you are. You definitely know who you are. Yeah. Why the formatting for Stream Elements is broken, I do not know, honestly. It's been a really old command that I've not updated in a long time. It's probably broken due to probably the fact that Stream Elements has been going kind of down under lately. Yeah. You definitely do not know the cult. Yeah, you little rotten banana. I know you know the cults. Playing Lobotomy Corporation as we speak, so I'm not going to be able to talk much. That is A-okay, Fireball. Thank you for joining us tonight. 6 A-lifts, out of which one of them is the White Knight. Oh my gosh, that sounds like a handful. Oh my gosh. Honkai Star Rail legit took up space during the update to the point my storage is 97% used. Oh my goodness, jeez, I swear, this is why I'm like, you know, honestly, I've never heard of like Hoyo games ever go through like patch updates talking about optimization for like space and storage. Is that normal for you guys? Like, do y'all like talk about that with the developers very often? I know it's kind of like an ongoing argument with the Wuthering Waves community. So I've always been curious as like, is that like a big problem for y'all? Trying to play Ruina, but luck was not on my side because it kept pulling the wrong combat pages. See, so you gotta do like a little bit of farming to get the combat pages you want. You're gonna start playing the calm game? Oh, yes, Terraria. Yeah, hope that goes well. Dude, I want to play Terraria so bad. Monday, I'm either not gonna play Minecraft or I'm gonna play Terraria. Like, Terraria has been actually eating away at me. And I want to play it because I found out there is a Power World collaboration going on. And you know, I would love to play with everyone who wants to play with me. Like, if you guys like want to build a world together and like go and like farm things, yeah, I would love to do that. Pulling the wrong combat pages in all 3 of your librarian's hands. Oh man, it sounds like they really have bad luck. Sounds like they should like figure out a way to like up their luck. You know, I feel like there's an item in the city that kind of helps with that sort of thing. You know, so long as the what is it? The arbiters, the jurors, the security, they don't find out you're using it inside of like a poker game or something. Yeah. You had to do a quest where you needed to suppress 3 Alephis in one day. Jeez, what the heck? That sounds like it'd be absolutely insane to keep those guys under wraps. Yeah? Which I'm not gonna lie, I was fighting a boss in our game that was called the Aleph. And it made me chuckle because I was like, oh gosh. I wonder in terms of like combat difficulty, how difficult is this compared to an Aleph class entity in Limbus Company, you know? I don't even think we've like met the Aleph tier yet. Dude, I never got to fight the dragon, by the way. I really wanted to fight the dragon. I never got to fight the dragon, and I'm like, man, I really, really want to fight the dragon. I heard a lot of people had a bad time with it. Yeah. And you had to do it in like 1 try, I think. Yeah. But you only had like 2 to 0 cost pages with 4 to 6 blunt dice against the enemy. Page with 6 to 10 dice rolls with no outspeeding. Oh my gosh, sounds like you need more grinding. Definitely sounds like a grinding issue. For sure, yeah. But anyway, like what I've been up to today, I finally got the last copy of this book that I'm trying to get for Che, which is The Moon on a Rainy Night. Because I saw her personal library one day during her anniversary live stream. I was like, oh my gosh, I want to help. I really want to get something nice for her, considering her birthday is like in a few more months. And I finally got all the missing copies. All of them except for Volume 9, which is releasing in January. And so tomorrow is the final boss. I get to go find out if I can ship these or not. And if I do need to figure out a more convoluted method of shipping them, then I will. Which, by the way, do not mess with international shipping. It is, oh my gosh, you might as well get someone to sponsor you, am I right? Have I heard of a game called Illusion Carnival? No, but I can definitely look it up. Let's see, Illusion Carnival. Let me take a look-see here. Hold on, let me make sure I mute that. A lost soul wanders through a whimsical, eerie pop-up book-like amusement park, dive into fun-filled stages, encounter unique characters, fend off spirit erosion, and uncover the park's hidden secrets. Is this like a... is this a free game? What kind of game is this? Is this like a gacha? Psychological horror, 2.5D, cute, stylized puzzle, and 2D. Interesting. It looks really like... how do I say, like Danganronpa-esque, but with like maybe the Don't Starve kind of like art style mixed in a little bit. And if it's like a free game though, like is it like a gacha? Is it like monetized? Is there, do you have to like pay for the chapters of the story or something? You really want to like Ruina and LobCorp, but your luck is trash somehow? You blame Honkai Star. I guess playing too many gacha will do that to you. It'll eventually just steal all your luck, right? Temptation, success. Alright, so for why I blew all my currency on pulls is, I'm not gonna lie guys, Devo got me. Devo got me. I was holding back the floodgates of the gacha tendencies with both arms and a very shoddy paper towel. And Dev over here poked the gate and I busted. I was like, oh my gosh. I went all in. 39 pulls, did not get Honglu. Illusion Carnival is a free game on Steam. You'll be the first one to admit the art style is more addicting than crack. No gacha, just simple gameplay and puzzles. Maybe I can play in my off time and maybe let you know how I feel about it. I'm always looking for like simple free games to kind of like eat away at my time whenever I'm like spinning my wheels. Especially considering I just started a project working on a new Tournament Online video. I really need to find a distraction to like help keep me like on track, because like I use distractions to kind of like pull myself together, you know? 20 pulls, double Honglu as salt to the wound. Oh my gosh, Devo, how do you do this? Hold on. Can I get like just a little bit more lunacy? Can I get like just a little lunacy? Oh gosh, I could like get 30 pulls right now, or like another 10 pull. I could get like a 10 pull at max. Yeah. How's the hi Azaleas? How you doing? 96 lunacy, what did I miss? Apparently myself getting rejected by Honglu. But, you know, I could definitely put in like a little bit more effort. I'm getting paid tomorrow. I have overtime pay coming in. And, you know, I'm already in like a bit of a death spiral, so I could definitely try this out. If I really want to buy it, then do it. I do want this unit, and I really don't want to grind through Mirror Dungeon to get it because I am burnt out on that. Sometimes I wish there was like a little bit more that wasn't like story lock, because like I'm so lazy on doing my story. Okay, thank goodness. It did not... No other bills hit me today. Thank goodness. Alright, let's claim it. Honglu, will you please come home? Honglu, I'm asking nicely. I promise we will take you gently into Canto 9 if you come home right now, please. We're begging. Alright, let's do it. All in. All in. Oh, please flip. You've already flipped once. You flipped once. You can do it again. Yes! Come on, please! Oh, I think it's it. I think yes! Oh my goodness! Yes! Ah, welcome home, Honglu! Oh my goodness! Yes! Thank you so much. By the way, I had 2 gold flips on single pulls before I went live. I got Canto 9 voice pack, and I got, oh gosh, what was it? I got a duplicate Rhodia. So like I could just feel it in my bones that he wanted to come in. Yeah. Why was I pulling for this guy? Alright, so allow me to reintroduce myself as a fellow resident of this city. Voila. My magnum opus, my mwah. Oh. Burn team, yes. I love my burn team more than anything else in this game. Yes, sirree. And we are gonna level this man up right now. But let's take a look at him real quick. Yeah, the first ever like actually nice burn unit for Honglu. Like, I'm so happy. Where's Thumb Merceau? Right here. He is right here. Do not worry. We have Thumb Merceau. We have Thumb Rhodia. We have Thumb Heathcliff. We got Thumb Sinclair. I've kind of like converted my team into like Burn Trimmer for the moment. Unfortunately, I do not have the Gregor from the last Walpurgis Act. Yeah, I do not. Yeah, do not forget the wizard. He likes the fire element. I do like the fire element. In some games, though, I do like other elements as well. It really just depends. Hello, Void. How you doing? What's up? Welcome in. You're a fraud. You thought Yisang is Merceau? No, 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 no. You're a big metal enjoyer? Well, guess what, buddy? There you go. Burn Envy. Yes. That's right. Mm-hmm. You may call it the bleed middle team, but I call it the burn middle team. Yes. Yeah. You better believe I got this too, in all their glory. Yes, sir. And as you can see, I am plotting out things for the future in case they do happen. You know, I am slowly like working my way through here. My burn rupture is literally just my burn team, but with the Heisho pack. Guys, why not? Yeah, the middle does do burn, which is really nice. Still majority uptide 3, by the way. Yep. Yes, sirree. But, like, I am kind of wanting to get more, like, I need the new... I really need the new Gregor, to be honest. I need the new Gregor. Like, let's be real. I do need that one. Yeah, I am going to be working on uptide 4 at some point. Thank you, Banana. Enjoy your lurk. I hope the Terraria goes well. As a disclaimer, thank you, Devo. Thank you. Alright, but anyway, let me go over here. Let's get this boy set up for what we're going to be going through today. Let's see. I think I have an uptime module that we can just use for this. Yes, sir. We do have an uptime module. Let's see. Where are you, Honglu? Where are you hiding? Let's see. Where are you? There you are. Right there. I really like his profile picture for this one. It looks really cute. The sink will be taking over this duel. I hope they don't yield. I want to burn them to death. The middle team should be a priority for uptide 4, otherwise they're going to start fumbling. Yeah, I do kind of fumble a lot with them, so they will be my priority going forward. For sure. Oh, wait, let's do the uptide story. Yeah. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, I guess that's the way it is. Things haven't really changed much since then. What's more important, though, was finding new material for my next art. Whoa, watch your head. I appreciate your concern, but it really is unnecessary. You should be watching out for yourself, actually. I sure hope a stray utensil from all the fighting going on around us doesn't come flying straight at you. I mentioned this in my last article, but growing up, I used to work out a lot at the association gym, so... Whew, that one almost got you. Thanks. It wasn't rare to see utensils, insults, and with rare but meaningful frequency, bits and bowls of food flying across the hall in this particularly pugnacious Kezan, located in the eastern part of the city. Amidst the chaos, sat two people with a table between them, both looking quite unbothered by the perpetual chaos that surrounded them. You know, I have noticed this, like, ongoing theme that there's, like, a lot of, like, uptie stories that, like, sometimes happen with, like, food involved, and I just gotta say, it's really funny. On one side of the table was an audio recorder in tow, a reporter who had once interviewed a child under the Sink Association Eastern Branches of employee. On the other was once again a fixer under the same employer, though it was a different child this time. I assume I skipped the uptie stories to the House of Spiders IDs? Yes, I did. I have not looked at any of them. The food is important to the plot, trust me. I mean, considering what was it, the Ham Pang Pang restaurant? Yeah, I can understand why food is probably very dear to Project Moon, yes. Speaking of, I thought you'd already conducted an interview with a member of the Sink East, Miss Don Quixote, I believe. Hard to forget since she'd been shoving that particular issue of the magazine in my face until I read your article in front of her. Oh yeah, I did. The article actually did much better than any of us could have expected, and, well, I'm sure you know what followed. Aha! They wanted you to do a follow-up story because of its popularity. With a deep sigh and a shake of the head, the interviewer raised her arms in a gesture of exasperation before taking a long sip from her teacup. She'd already written a story about this branch in her last article, made it a special feature even. Everything she thought people might want to know about the Sink East, she'd crammed into the feature page. But instructions from the higher-ups, being what they are, her job today wasn't to write a journalistic masterpiece, but to squeeze this subject dry for anything that could be even remotely interesting to the readers. Do it. Do it, Zelius, please. I bless you. I hope you get him. Now she was mulling over one miserable question. Where should she even begin? The tricks of digging for trifling gossip like the cheap tabloid reporters do. That kind of thing wasn't her style. Not to mention that it went against her journalistic integrity. You know, I gotta say, it's really rare to see a journalist with, like, actual, like, integrity. That must be troublesome. Well, I have an idea then. Karen, I hope you stay safe. If it's a tornado warning, make sure you find a nice place to get down low, okay? He smiled gently as though he had expected the interviewer's dilemma and reached into his belongings and produced a magazine issue. Ah, that's our magazine. I just thought it was only polite to get an idea of the person who'll be interviewing me. That's very considerate of you. It's this page right here, right? The Sink as the Cultural Lodestone, a journey through the East and the West. Can I just say, Honglu's being, like, really considerate here. I love this. You know, I never thought about it, but it's a little more embarrassing than I thought it'd be to have someone read my title out loud. Your article really went in depth about us, but some of these might not be entirely correct. Really? Oh, that's because she interviewed Don Quixote, and Don Quixote runs her mouth like crazy. So yeah, there's probably going to be a lot of inconsistencies there. We're going to have to print a retraction. Oh no, it's not like that. Just parts that might seem a bit out of a generalization about my section and colleagues. Maybe elaborating on some of those finger points could enrich the article as a whole and satisfy your readers at the same time. The interviewer barely managed to hold her arms back from propelling forward and vigorously shaking the child's hand. The circumstances of her journalistic career may indeed be dire today, but her pride as a reporter simply would not allow her to reply so shamelessly upon the interviewee she had come to interview. I know this is kind of out of the blue, but have you ever considered working in journalism? Some way down the line, if you ever want to retire from association work, we'd be happy to have you. I've got to admit, you certainly have the talent. I don't know, maybe. Who knows what the future holds? Hey, I'm gonna hold you to that maybe when that future comes, okay? Laughing over half-joking, half-serious recruitment effort, she hit the record button on her device. Okay then, let's start from the parts you thought weren't entirely correct. Sure thing, let's see. So about the part where you wrote sink fixers, the battle fiends, the blood boiling, body itching to duel at the sight of violence. It kind of leaves a lot of room for misunderstanding, doesn't it? Oh, that, yeah, the editor's office asked me to give them something eye-catching as the subheading. If you read a little further, you can see that I also wrote something about how the sink fixers have the soul of the East, burning with the flame of justice, quenched only by its enactment, and so. Oh my gosh, there's so much talk of justice in this story. Holy moly. Oh, of course, I've read that part too. But I'd like to clarify that the burning with the flame of justice part is uniquely applicable to Miss Don Quixote. I agree, it's justice all over again. Let's see. Here it is. At the end of each duel, a sink fixer must raise the right arm and strike a victorious pose. I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess that's another thing uniquely applicable to... Of course, it's basic dueling etiquette to state your name and affiliation at the beginning of each match. That one's universally applicable. As the minutes crawled by, more and more strike-throughs began filling the poor reporter's notebook. Oh my gosh, he's proofreading everything she wrote. Yet the reporter had suspected that some of Don Quixote's claims might have been a tad exaggerated. Given her uncanny, over-enthusiastic demeanor, it was also true that the fixer had showcased a duel nothing short of spectacular and answered every interview question with unwavering confidence. The reporter pressed the tip of her pen into her furrowed brow. Quite the understandable reaction, as she just realized that a good chunk of the answers her past interview had given were in fact mere exaggerations. Hello, Lirico. What do you mean you hate Honglu? What's wrong with him? She pressed down the urge to sigh in frustration. She was a professional after all and couldn't be seen getting emotional in the presence of an interviewee. I'm getting a feeling that this won't be a follow-up story so much as an entire special feature for a public apology. Oh, but technically you didn't write any lies in your story. You need only add one sentence to the bottom of your article. Disclaimer, some details may apply only to Miss Don Quixote. There, problem solved. Oh my gosh, he literally gave her an out. I'll make sure to do that. And regarding the part about her fees, Don Quixote charges twice the usual rate for emergency contracts, doesn't she? Why? Don, are you extorting people for saving them and stuff? Oh, come on. She's got her own rules about fees, too. I mean, passion for justice notwithstanding, she seemed really strict about matters of coin. I took that as proof of her professionalism, separating business from personal conviction. It puts us in a rather difficult position when she... Wait, don't tell me she's been embezzling contract fees with non-existent surcharges. Charges the clients so little. Oh. Sometimes she even handles contracts free of charge just because she feels sorry for the client. And as the stand-in accountant, I'm the one who has to deal with that. Ever since your story came out, we've been receiving multiple complaints about overcharging. So, I'd really appreciate if you could, clear that up. I'm so sorry about that. I'll amend that part and have the new article published ASAP. There's no need to apologize. The child raised his teacup without a care in the world, then tipped it back and drained it in one easy gulp. Then he said, "Come to think of it, wouldn't readers wonder exactly how much Section 3 charges for our contracts?" And rose from his seat in a graceful motion. Alright, that's quite enough. Yeah. Huh? You had a contract here? Yup, look over there. Do you see that person signaling to me with his palm? For clients who find it difficult to state their requests verbally, Sync Association's East Section also accept contracts via hand signals. Oh, this will be an interesting bit of trivia to add to the article. It could prove quite useful to a lot of readers. Please don't forget to add that hand signal commissions incur a surcharge of 1.5 times the usual rate. Ah. You little... What the hell? You coward! You can't just start wailing away without even stating your name and affiliation! Do excuse me for that. Hand signal commissions carry an additional fee, so dueling etiquette can be dispensed with for a single clash. Now that the first blow has been traded, allow me to introduce myself, Hong Lu of Sync East Section 3, here to act as proxy for the duel. Oh my gosh, I love the Sync Association. They're so cool. Oh my gosh. Dude, honestly, I kind of like this art. He looks really graceful. I like it. I look forward to facing you. My thanks to you. I'll pay whatever you ask. Teach that insolent cur a lesson. Happy to receive the contract. Rush fee is 3.7 times the base contract fee. I'm fine. I came prepared. The pamphlet did mention that rush fees are a standard surcharge. What else? Right, you called upon me while I was on break, so... That's an off-duty commission fee added. There's more? And it just so happens this is a Category 3 commercial establishment, so there's a surcharge for compensation. I mean, it's only natural, isn't it? The Sync Association will compensate the proprietor for anything broken during the fight. And that fund has to come from the client who commissioned the duel in the first place. Oh my gosh, they have an environmental destruction charge. It's not as bad as it sounds. First-time clients get a 50% discount. Though only up to a maximum of 10,000 on, of course. Don't call it 50% then! Joke's on you for picking a fight in here. Hey, Master Vixer, emptying that horse son's pockets is good enough a comeback for me. I won't fight back, so just make it quick, will you? Oh my gosh, did Zelius get him in a tent pole? Why, thank you. That'll make things so much simpler for the both of us. Before we begin, please note that the client may choose to apply a rider to the contract and extend the duration of the duel. That'll, of course, subject you to an additional hour-long beating at max. I didn't know there was an option like that. Are you interested? This chasm was quickly becoming a site of cutthroat bargaining with surcharges of positively staggering proportions. The interviewer, who had caught herself watching the spectacle unfold with her mouth agape, sat herself upright at her table and began to write. My goodness, this is crazy. There's so many compensation charges that are like involved in this. Like, dude, the Sync Association is crazy. No, you are fine, Zelius. I feel your excitement. I am happy that you got him. I'm sure he's going to be a great addition to any burn team that you may have. This time she'll know every last detail of how a fixer of the city goes about fixing both his client's contract and the opponent he is about to duel. Gotta say, that was amazing. I loved it. Every second of that was amazing. I literally love how it sounded like a commercial at one point. I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta deliver. That was so good. Alright, let's level him up. Yush. Wait, hold on. That might be too much XP. Okay, that's much better. We'll go ahead and get him up to level 60 for now. Let's see. What's your passive? One ally with the fastest speed on Clash Win against enemies that have burn or unique burn inflict one bind. Oh, this is going to be so useful. That's crazy. We get bind. Nice. I'm definitely keeping you in the back of my lineup. Sync is now in the burn team. Nice. Sync term. I steal your money. I steal your enemy balls. That's way too true, honestly. Let's see. One ally with the fastest speed on Clash Win against enemies with burn or unique burn gain 1 haste. Nice. We get additional haste as well. There we go. Woo. This looks good. I like this. Is low-key kind of mid? I mean, it doesn't have to be anything like groundbreaking. I think it really gets the point across. Also, I do like this pose right here. This looks really good. I love the like where it like kind of like looks like he's ordering like some food too, you know? Dude, who is this back here? Who is this fellow? There's some guy like just peeking in from the corner of like the window or something. Kind of almost looks like Gregor if it was like his off day or something. Let's see. I kind of like this though. I like this just because like it matches the it's kind of like dark around the borders here. That's Gregor Trust. It does kind of look like Gregor, doesn't it? All right, take the hit to the last blow, please. All right, but this will get us bind, which this is really gonna help us out as we go through the story. Which actually, let me look at Otis real quick because I do want to like level this one up just a little bit. I know I can't like level it up too much, but I want to try to level it up just like a little bit. Just in case like if I was like forced to use her. Yeah. Why is Hong Lu so built in his uptight one? Dude, his shoulders are so broad. Like for real, like his shoulders are like amazing. I think this would be a really interesting team to run as a duo in like Mirror Dungeon. I think it'd be really funny to do that. Alright, let's move on to what we were getting up to today. Oh, did my last Mirror Dungeon expire because it's Thursday? Dang. Alright, Canto 9. We left off at 9-12, I want to say, which looks like this one is story. It looks like we were in that like control room at the end of the hallway. And we kind of met some new characters at the moment. I always forget. I do forget. It's hard to keep up with everything all at the same time, you know? It's really hard. Alright, a distinct objective. What is our objective going to be here?
지금 필요한 것은 정보 공유. 그리고 그것을 기반으로 하는 줄이다.
Ah, Moses! The first order of business is intelligence sharing and deductive reasoning based on the available information.
나와 팀원들은 발피실로 향하는
Oh wow, this is a really confusing setup. Oh my gosh. My team and I were attacked in the hallway connected to the conference hall. Where are we based on this map right here? Hello, Coffee. Welcome in. How you doing tonight? We're doing Canto IX in Limbus Company. Honestly, yeah, I would love to put her on the floor with the team more often. But like, I kind of have her there for like her passive, just cause like it kind of like works towards the team, you know. I was gonna put like Magic Bullet Otis there, but now I was like, nah, if it's gonna be like Burn Trimmer, I should like make sure it's a bit more dedicated. Yeah. To be fair, it is the House of Spiders. Yeah. Let's see. That guy was, I'll be straight with you guys. Super duper strong. We're not in the house yet, we're in Limbus Company. Yeah, we're in the Limbus Company, the checkup facility, the research facility. I would have stood my ground if only Hornet, that dumbass, were here. By Hornet, you are... Wait! Is that who I think it is? Is that who I think it is? The freaking Merceau Hornet ID? The junior of our team, but he's really strong. He's so strong that I've got it. There was this time that I what was it again? Some kind of pastry, I think. Anywho, I got me some bread to snack on later, and that split second my back was turned, Hornet, that asshole, swiped it right off my plate. Yashel cursed me with you like jazz. Why jazz all of a sudden? I actually get the feeling Canto IX is gonna like take place across a lot of settings. I can't wait to see like how this evolves. Like we went from the streets to portaling into the research facility, and from there I have no idea where we're about to go to. I got so pissed that I punched him right in his solar plexus to get him to cough it up, and he just went oof and swallowed my bread anyway. Like, does that make any sense to you guys?
잘은 모르겠지만
yeah,
강하신가
I guess that makes him strong. Although Ezra's antidote wasn't very illuminating, none of us bothered to ask for further clarification, as it seemed that the only way to get an objective measure of the Hornet's strength was to let her punch us in the solar plexus as well. So what's this Hornet up to now? Ishmael peeked around as though she was expecting him to pop out from a hiding spot in the broadcast sector. Yeah, where is Hornet if he's so strong? Is he like holding his own somewhere else? Oh, you are gonna lose your mind when you hear this. Listen up. When he's not yet Ezra. Up to the secret. Yeah, classified stuff. Ezra trailed off awkwardly. You don't think Hornet is the Mer ID? You forgot already? I mean, the Merceau ID is literally known as Hornet, right? I tend to analyze my enemies with observation and deduction. I try to identify the unique colors, the kind of weapons they use, their methodologies, whether they enjoy the slaughter or avoid it, their attitude towards battle, all of it. He's not the Merceau ID. Aww. Man. Okay. Once I have that, I can get an idea of when to begin my counterattack or what kind of weaknesses of theirs I can exploit. And that's how I usually open my path forward. I'm sorry, Moses, but you're literally in the city, where you can get flashbanged at a moment's notice, be thrust into a fight that leads to who knows where, and third parties are always a constant. I just don't think you can analyze every single bit of data associated to this. But Moses inhaled sharply as though she missed her smoking pipe, which was nowhere to be seen at this moment. Chaotic. I could not identify a single pattern in his behavior. Moses is genuinely like that. I can see that now, but I'm like, how do you even account for all of that? I feel like the only person that can account for outside variables is Faust. And yes, I am glazing Faust. He is an empty shell. Their color scheme is so similar. They look so similar, oh my gosh. She's naturally smart, dangerously. Alright, I will be looking forward to seeing how smart she is. His act of killing lacked any emotional touch. And that is why you couldn't get a read on him. On the other hand, you appear so clearly to me. You seem so anxious to cut something down, is that correct? You are broken. Shattered, but every shard is keen and transparent, like a hail of small blades. A glass-like sword of many edges, so fragile with its futile wish to sever away what cannot be severed. Moses is above grade 3. Can I have like a power scaling thing to like put on my wall so I can reference it? Also, good luck on that coffee. Good luck. What is it that you grasp so tightly in that scarred hand of yours? Little shit. What are you peeking into? Hey, don't talk to our team leader like... Just as Ezra was about to give her stern warning, Hohenheim stepped in and changed the subject. To add to that, Martin here and I were in the front laboratory when it occurred. At first it began with the sound of rushing wind, something large and heavy cleaving through the air, the kind of sound one should never come to expect from a department like ours. So full of delicate machinery and containment units. It happened right before my eyes. Something snapped the employee who was walking only a step ahead of me in half. And the first thing that came to my mind was this. Did an abnormality breach containment? But if such were the case, the alarm should have gone off. So far, this tracks with what Miss Alyssa told us. She said there wasn't any warning at all before the attack. Once I got a better look at what that was, I realized there was neither abnormality, peccatulum, or a distortion. It was a massive scabbard. When I looked toward where the scabbard came from, there stood a man who presumably threw the weapon. Wait, is that Matthias? Is that a description of Matthias? Reading a book like he was out on a stroll. And the book was... I was right! I was right! Yay! Oh my gosh. He must have been reading his Book of Vengeance. First the thumb, now the middle. I stared at him, still processing what had just happened when Boss grabbed my arm and started running. I couldn't look back. I heard screaming from a dozen people, but... You seem to be fond of recounting unnecessary details. Only after arriving here at the broadcast sector did I remember that Alyssa was still out there. When one's life is at risk, the brain instinctively reduces the processing of information to the bare minimum required for survival. It is only natural. Man, I can't believe that my first secret boss in Mirror Dungeon was Matthias, and he soloed the hell out of my team. I could barely deal with Kira. Like, oh my goodness. Like, seriously. Alyssa should have been at the conference hall too with us. Listen, if you want to look back and nitpick at literally every little thing you did in the past, we're going to be here forever. I know it might sound like a bit of an empty platitude, but focus on what we can do right now. what we're gonna do going forward, okay? You'll have time for regrets later.
아, 그렇네요.
I suppose so.
저희
The
팀장님을
water
검찰에
nuke. Oh my
구해주시기까지
gosh,
했는데
coffee.
다른
You
사람도
did save
아니고
my boss
제가
once, so I guess
여러분들을
it's only
위해서
right that I should have more faith in you people than anyone else.
그 또한 실험의 일환이었다고
I would like to
반박하고 싶지만
clarify that the saving was
시간이
but
없으니
a
넘어가도록
part of
하지.
the experiment, but given the urgency, I will forgo a more detailed explanation.
각자의 상황 설명은 끝난 것
Ah,
같아.
looks like we're all
지금까지
caught up then.
확인된
Good.
정보를
Now let's
공유하도록
share what
하겠다.
we know. Moses began laying out the situation with the expertise befitting a leader of the LCD.
오늘 이곳 본사 지하에 있는
Today,
LC에
intruders attacked the LCD department situated in the basement of the HQ.
LC 전 구역이 통제불능이 되었고 이것을 제외한
We
모든
lost control of the entire
각각 하나
LCE
혹은
facility,
둘의
and save for our current
습격자에
location,
의해
every sector has been neutralized by a single or a pair of intruders. You have yet to fight Matthias? Pray. That's all I can tell you is pray. If you find him, pray.
정상적인 의사소통이 가능할 정도로
Any survivors
상징이 있는
conscious enough to communicate
모인
properly is
숫자가
already here.
그 이후에는
After the
감리실까지
attack,
감지가
every
되는데
containment unit was also
가끔
forcibly
더
unlocked,
혼란스러운
adding even more
상태고.
fuel to the fire.
사면
You can slam Matthias, watch you? Oh gosh. We are beset by foes on every side. A search for a foothold is indeed a difficult one indeed. Darn, if only these surveillance cameras were busted, I'd love to keep track of their whereabouts.
여러 번 말하는
As I have
중이지만
repeated many
고치려고
times
시도
today,
중이었어요.
we are attempting to bring it back to operational status.
끊어진 전력을
You speak of
복구시키는
restoring a sabotaged power grid like it's a task as simple as wiping one glasses.
지금 가장 필요한 정보는 두 가지.
More than anything, we need these two pieces of information at the present.
침입자가 누구인가?
1.
그리고
Who are the
무엇을 위해
attackers?
LC에
2. What
침입했는가?
objective brought them to the LCE?
우리가 마주한 자는 그저
Be ready to
명령
burn
받은 대로
every
사람을
revive
죽이는
and turn
데서는
one thing to its
다른
counter?
의미가
Oh
있었지.
gosh.
하지만 목적을 단순 습격 후
But there are
살인으로
far
두기는
too many threads that
미심쩍은
point
점이
towards a
많다.
motivation more complex than infiltrate the facility and slaughter its employees with abandon. Moses' deduction aligned with Otis's. If the assailant's goal was truly nothing more than slaughter, their first order of action should have been to unlock the containment units.
침입자의 정체는
The intruders are,
그래.
yes. I have enough
대략적인
evidence to at
아마
least get a general
유추할
idea of
가능성이
whom they might be.
설명해보게.
Do elaborate.
붉은 시선을 붙잡았다던
There's the thumb nurse father who's stalling the red gaze. Then there's the member of the middle who attacked the researchers.
시체로 된 인형까지
And we've seen
미루어보
evidence of the ring's
그 솜씨는
involvement too,
아마도
given the
약지
presence of
쪽이겠지.
corpse mannequins.
최소로 잡아도 손가락
At
두 개
least
이상의
2 or more
조직이
fingers
혼재된
are involved in this
상황이라 볼수
attack.
있겠군.
The vile cur the Kurokumo clan serves are here,
허나 이상하군.
yet this is quite odd. Lady Moses, are the fingers not hostile against one another?
잡자들은 서로 손가락 걸기 따위로 치고받고
Those
싸우지
ilk have
않고서야
no business coming within a
하물며
sleeve's breadth of
같은
each other,
목표로
save when
움직인다니.
compelled to attend assemblies, such as the finger bow bell. Were they off quarrel to no end?
그래. 그러니 역으로
Correct.
판단하자면
But consider this from the opposite perspective. There must be something of enough importance for the officers of each finger to put aside their differences and work hand in hand.
거미
Spiders,
혹은
or the
거미집의
nurse
아비.
fathers of the House of Spiders.
그들은 그렇게 불린다.
That's what they're called.
그리고 우리는 이미
And we've
그들이
just snared
펼쳐둔
ourselves
거미집에
into the
걸린
web they
상태지.
spun.
손가락은 서로의
The
영역을
fingers
침범하지
rarely
않기
ever
위해
cross
선을
the
그어줘.
line they're drawn between each other.
지금처럼
This
엉켜 있는
strange
일은 드문.
entanglement certainly is a deviation. Little does Moses know. Oh gosh.
아비들이라.
Nurse fathers, was
그
it?
칭호
Seems like a
의미 없이
terribly
붙여지진
meaningful
않았을
title
테지.
to me.
거미집이란 곳은
Then it can be
무언가를
presumed that the
기르는
House of Spiders is a place to raise
각 손가락의
something
간부급이 모여서
or someone.
양육이라는
To have such
행위를
high-ranking officers of each finger gather at one place to nurture someone.
말이 안 되나 싶지만 그
One
목적이
might think that it
범상치 않은
hardly makes sense.
역설적으로
And indeed it
그들이
doesn't,
모일
but what if their
가능성을
purpose
고침하고
itself is just as outrageous? That would paradoxically explain how they've come together.
리오슈라 했던가?
Ryoshu, is it? You seem to be inextricably tied to that place.
뭘 원, I.
Wait, what does that mean?
아, 이건
She just said, I know what you want.
괜찮다.
No need. I can understand her abbreviations.
하지만 나도
Oh my
내가
god,
아는
someone
것을
understands
구해낼 수가
Ryoshu? Oh my gosh.
이유는
But I can't tell you what I know because
정보와 기억.
it's all
전부
broken.
깨져있겠지.
The place,
내게
the
보이는
memories
것처럼.
attached to it. I can see how they've shattered. Oh my gosh, Ryoshu is not liking that.
모든 것을 기억해낼
You don't
필요는
have to
없어.
recall everything. All I need to
내가
know
제일
is
궁금한
what
건
that outrageous
그
purpose
범상치
is.
않은
What
목표다.
is it?
나
Me.
나를
To
무엇이든
forge me into a blade that cuts through all. But I left that place
그리고
behind.
나는
Ryoshu, can you tell us anything more? Shame, but that's all I have,
아쉽지만
Clock.
여기까지군 시계. 말하기 어렵다.
I don't remember much more than that.
말할 수
Even if I did, it's
있었어도
not an easy thing to speak
말하기
of.
쉽지.
Ryoshu let out a protracted sigh, just as Moses did earlier. The long exhalation of someone who clearly craved a puff of smoke. It betrayed the aloofness she projected. Come to think of it, Ryoshu hasn't been smoking at all since we got here. Or maybe since the truck.
시계.
Clock,
저자가
like she
말한
said,
것처럼.
and like what
그리고
you've seen,
네가 본 것처럼.
my mind is a
내
mess.
머린 나 역시 내 스스로
I have questions of
궁금한
my
게
own,
있지만
but the answers elude me.
알아낼 수 없. 그러나 아까처럼
But maybe the
내
pieces can be
놈의
put
힌트로
together
뭔가
using your hints,
짜맞춰질만도
like the
하다는
one you gave
생각이
me earlier.
들었다.
We know you're psychic, Moses.
그러니 같이 풀어내야 한다.
So we have to solve this together, this puzzle, or this
혹은
game of escape
방탈출.
room. Ryoshu muttered placidly.
거미집의 목표가 너라면
It is you the House of Spiders wants. Then I must ask you to entertain this question. Why did they bother attacking the HQ? Oh. As Moses began her explanation, Ryoshu looked in her direction with mild amusement.
거미집을 빠져나왔다는
When you
말은
said you
아무
left the
탈출을
House of
의미하겠지.
Spiders, I presume you meant you escaped it.
손가락 길이의
Members
관계성을
of different
고려했을 때
fingers are hardly the
사이좋게
kind of
모여
people
있을
to
의인들이
fraternize, even on a good day. But this alliance of sorts they call the House of Spiders has persisted even after your departure.
네 복귀를
At a
기다렸을
glance,
수도
it
있지.
may only appear that they were simply waiting for your return.
하지만 오늘의 행동들을
But given their
보아서
behaviors today, they don't strike me as a particularly patient group as a whole.
이제야 모습을 드러냈다는 것이 수상하다는
In other
거지.
words, I find it suspicious that they decided to act now.
벌써
If they were
움직여야
desperate, they would have made the move long ago.
이건
This leads me to believe that they were waiting for the right time.
류슈.
Whichever is their
너를
motive,
되찾든
Ryoshu,
그게 아닌
whether
뭔가를
it is getting you back or doing
지금이
something else, the
저들의
fact
움직일
remains
때가
that they have chosen this particular moment to act.
저희가 만난 거미집의 아들.
The nurse father of the House of Spiders we encountered, she made way for us so that Ryoshu could come to the HQ research facility.
그분이 류슈 씨에게 내비친
She harbored such
복잡한
intense
감정들은
and complicated feelings for
하나같이
Ryoshu,
감겠지만
but
그럼에도 류슈
I don't
씨를
think that I got
죽이거나
any sense that she
데려가려는
was
듯한
trying to
행동은
kill or take
조금도 보이지
Ryoshu with
않았던
her.
것 같아요.
아비들이 이곳에서 날 기다리고 있다고 한 걸 보면
But she said that the nurse fathers were waiting for me here.
나를 보러 온 건
Clearly,
맞다.
they're here to see me,
진짜
weirdo
탐정.
detective.
너 자꾸 말이
Alright, you, what the hell is your
뭐야?
problem?
진정하게
Be calm,
저들의
please.
대화를
It's
막지
best that we
않는 게
do not
좋네.
interrupt their conversation. Thank you,
예시.
Hohenheim.
저 논쟁 안에서
An
답을
intense
떠올리겠지.
dialogue shall they find and draw up the answers, but let's
흐름을
not
끊지
dare
않아야 할
stem this
것이네.
course. No, do not eat banana, Lirico. Do not eat the banana. He might be rotten.
너를 자극하기 위해 거미집의
It
아비들이
is fair assumption that the nurse fathers of the House of Spiders have attacked this place to provoke you. However,
당장의 목적은
I
따로
can't
있다는
seem to shake the
생각을
thought
지울
that
수가
they must have distinct objective.
류슈라는 인물만을 노리고자
If they were
했다면
indeed after Ryoshu,
이것과 지금
and only Ryoshu,
잡기는
then
아니잖아.
choosing this specific time and place hardly seems to serve that purpose. The intervals between each of the centers are different, but once a center's turn ends, another's begins. Every single time without failure. This case has everything to do with Ryoshu, I believe, without a shred of doubt that it is her turn. Once the sinners relayed my words, Moses fell into a brief contemplation and began to mutter a sequence of words. Why is there a council member?
림버스 컴퍼니, 거울,
Limbus Company,
유리창,
the mirror,
구월사,
the glass
추출된
window.
해고,
The former L Corp extracted ego, Enkephalin,
모노리스,
Psychomans,
수감자 류슈.
Abnormalities, Monolith, Center Ryoshu.
이건 LC의
I can't think of too many things in the LCE research facility that could be what the House of Spiders is after. Dante's knowing whose Canto it is? I know, right?
당장 쓸 수 없는
By
정보를
process of
모두
elimination, the only reasonable answer that can be
추측할 수 있는
deduced is
모든
as
목적지,
follows.
황금가지.
They're here for the golden bowels. Oh gosh, please don't try and take our bowels. Please. We worked so hard for those.
것인가?
So that's how it is. Moses is right. It's become very important for us to look into Ryoshu's past, to reach in and see what lies there, but LCB's goal, its journeys, and its stories have always been bound to the same terminus: obtaining the golden bowels. Hohenheim, where are the golden bowels in this facility located?
관리자님께서
The manager would like to know the location of the golden bowels.
이곳에 실험실에 있네.
It is at a laboratory in this facility. Hohenheim's gaze turned to me. Perhaps he was looking at the clock hands on my head.
그래.
Very well. I suppose there's no way of sharing the contents of our presentation. Hohenheim's answer sounded more like a prolonged sigh.
그건
It was a presentation regarding our progress in the Golden Bow experimentation.
그리고 그 발표가 공개될
And
수
the
있는
limited group
인원은
of individuals with the clearest access to the contents of that
지금
presentation
자네들 LCB는
does
포함되지
not
않았어.
include members of the LCB. And it's so weird considering like how we're out here slaving away for the company and we're not important. Like literally in like some way they've all been tied to like a center in some capacity. Psychomancers are just ego users. The original name, it's unknown outside Lobotomy Corps. That's their common name. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Thank you, Lirico. Thank you. We are not important to Limbus Company? How? Oi, aren't we the ones risking our necks out there to collect those bowels? How come we're not allowed to?
보안의 범위를
I am
결정하는
not
건
the one
내가
who
아니네.
decides the scope of our security. They're just an experimental team? Aww.
호헨하임 씨가 우려하는 바가 무엇인지는
Hohenheim, your
알고
concern is
있습니다.
understandable.
회사는 황금가지에
The company
대한
maintains
정보의
tight
공개를
control over any
엄중하게
information
제한하고
regarding the golden
있으니까요.
bowels.
혹여
There is
회사의
no way to
동의
know at
없이
this
이
moment
정보가
what the
노출되었을 경우
consequences of leaking this information
어떤
without
조치가
the company's
내려올지는
explicit consent
현재로서
might
알 수
be.
없습니다.
If the worst comes to worst, we may
최악의
even be subject to a
기억
memory
속을
wipe
갈
procedure.
때까지도 감안해야 할 테죠.
Unbelievable. We're stalled by some red tape at an exigent circumstance like this. As long as Dante's alive, we can be revived. So essentially, as long as Dante is alive, we have purpose in the company.
비밀스럽고 수상쩍은 회사에서 뭘
What do you
바라겠나?
expect from a company practically built on secrecy and suspicion?
그럼 감안한다고 생각하고
Anyway,
곤란부터
assuming the risk of
말하지.
divulging this
우리는
information are
황금가지를
understood and accepted by all parties present, let me get straight to the
테스트의
point.
각각의 가지를
The golden bowels we
접목하는 실험을
were
진행 중이었다네.
experimenting with grafting the retrieved bowels onto one another.
가지를 접목한다는 것은 혹시
Grafting the bowels.
한 그루의 나무로
Then was the
만들겠다는
purpose to
뜻인가?
combine the bowels to form a singular tree?
연구자 앞에서는
Nothing slips by a fellow researcher, I suppose. I still wonder why Virgilius is not allowed to act per his contract. That's the most disturbing thing I've always found with this game, the story. We are incubating the golden bowels under a very special environment to create a sapling.
묘목을
We haven't yet managed to graft them together into a proper tree, no, but that horizon is in sight.
그리 먼 이야기는 아니지. 그 실험의 성과를
Today was the day that we were to share the successes of the experiment with certain major characters and teams within the company until this happened.
황금가지는
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
그럼 실험실에서
Then we
황금가지를
have to
먼저
get to the
찾아내
laboratory
보호하는 게
before they do and
급선무겠네요.
secure the golden bowels.
하지만
You want to
사건이
speed
움직이게
run
되면
against
이곳에 도살이나
the
적들이 너무 많지
fingers?
않아? 본사랑 더 연락할 방법은 없는 거야?
We can't just waltz out there on our own with this whole
지원
place.
요청 들어갔나?
Ah, I didn't get to read that. Did HQ even receive your support request?
1시간 전에
We did send a rescue signal to HQ an hour ago, but we have no way of knowing whether it was received. The attackers destroyed all of our outgoing transmitters earlier. Have a good night, Zelius. Thank you for joining us.
규격 외의 상황이 벌어졌다는 걸
You haven't read
금방
Leviathan yet?
파악했겠지.
I saw a picture out of Leviathan. It looks super cool.
LCA가 지원을 보냈다는
Assuming that the
가정하에서
LCA has sent us support
그들이
units,
이곳까지 도착하는 데
do we have
걸리는
an
시간을
estimate of how
예상할
long
수
it might
있나?
take for them to arrive?
현재
Even if they have to
시설
navigate
곳곳을
around
산지한
inaccessible
폐쇄 경로를
passages
지나는
currently
시간은
present in the
모두
facility,
감안해 10분 이내일 것입니다.
it should be no more than 10 minutes. I feel like we've been yapping longer than 10 minutes. Where's the support?
신호를
Thank
받지
you,
못하거나
Otis. Thank you. Thank you
엘리베이터가
for
중간에
sharing my
작동을 멈춰
sentiment. Thank you so
갇혔을
much.
수도 있겠죠.
Then have either failed to receive the transmission or the power outage has trapped the reinforcements in the elevators. Yeah, if it weren't for Miss Sod bringing us up to speed, we wouldn't have thought of using the back door to come straight to this facility. Hello, Best Gamer. Welcome in. What are we doing? We are going through Canto IX of Limbus Company.
그런 거라면 통제실에서
If such is the
전력
case, then we
공백이만
need only
재부팅해줘도
reboot the
해결될
power
것이다.
divider in the facility management room.
어이,
I feel like this whole
척척박사.
area is about to turn
이부선
into a
셧다운 상태를
dungeon.
복구시키려면 저 돌아다니는
Hey,
뒷부분의
Mr.
함상체들을
Big Brain, if we
모조리
want to restore
제압해야
this
하는
department
거지?
from a shutdown state, we gotta take out all the distortions and abnormalities sauntering about, right? Do I want the real answer or the current answer about where the support is? I'm assuming locked in the elevator?
상체가 하나라도 탈출해 돌아다닌다면
Which,
다른
why did they
부서로
not
갈수
use
있는
the
모든
stairs?
통로가 만들어졌어.
Where are the stairs? Do stairs even exist in this facility? It seems like a huge oversight, don't you think? Because, like, you're not supposed to use elevators in emergency situations. 5-0. Oh, no. Why would you tell me that? Well, anywho, they're made of flesh and flesh burns, so I'll just burn them all down anyways and turn them all to ash. Then I can make snow angels in them. Yeah! In order to perfectly restore the facility, yes, this place has been designed to be quarantined from every other department if even a single abnormality has escaped to the hallways.
깊이 생각해봤자 뭐가 더 나오겠어?
And no use sitting around putting our heads together then, right? If you guys are scared of some abnormality or distortion, leave it to us. We'll kick their butts. I see, Coffee. I hope you work out the kinks soon.
무섭다고는 한마디도 안 했는데요.
Nobody said they're scared. I'm just saying we could benefit from practicing a bit of caution.
역시 전력 수리부터 하는 게 제일 현명할 수도 있네.
It would be wisest to prioritize restoring power to the facility. It seems that these attackers are making effective use of the dark.
아무래도
I see.
효율적인 작전
Executive
수행을
Manager,
위해서는
I am of the
인원
opinion that we
편제를
must
분할하는
split our
편이
forces in
좋겠습니다,
order to facilitate our operation. Given the urgency of the situation,
우선순위만을 논하면서
the
시간을
situation looks
낭비하기에는
rather pressing for us to sit here and
상황이
waste
썩
time
좋아 보이지
debating what to
않는군요.
tackle first. I said the kinks, Lirico. Are you okay? Once I nodded in agreement, Otis quickly took control of the situation.
지금부터 우리는
Listen up, men. We prepare for two things: reconnaissance and extraction.
뭐?
Huh?
나가지고?
Extraction? You mean escape?
LCA 지원이
Assuming that the
도착할
LCA
것이라고
support
가정한다면
will arrive, it would serve us
타이밍에
best to
맞춰
move in
우리도
tandem
행동하는
with them
게
to
유리하다.
improve our chances of launching a
협공의
joint
가능성이
attack
높아지기
with
때문이지.
numerical advantage over our enemies.
또한 정황을 보아하니
Oh, nice!
이 위치에
Congratulations,
너무 오래 숨어 있었다.
gamer! Nice! Hope you get them
적은 계속해서
soon.
이곳을 들쑤시며
Yeah.
목표를 달성할 때까지 닥치는 대로 죽이는데 우리의 위치를 고정해 놓는
Maybe
것은
reduce the
죽을
energy
확률만
coffee. Would that
늘리는
help? As also, we have to stay mobile. We've held this position for too long. Our enemies will methodically kill and comb through the entire facility until they find what they're looking for. The more we remain stationary, the more likely we are to encounter them. And that will only elevate the risk of total obliteration.
그건 말 되네.
Makes sense. Besides, the others here aren't like us. Once they get killed, it's over for them.
거기에 더해
Another thing, don't forget that we have to reach the golden vows before our enemies do. Whichever we end up prioritizing, we won't get anything done by staying holed up in here. Finally, Otis is saying the silent part out loud. Oh my gosh. No, I won't apologize. In fact, I will get up in your face about it. Mwah! Back! Back, coffee! Back to the corner with you! Wah! Wah! Wah!
그래.
Very well. Then if we were to all leave this place at the same time, where should we prioritize? We have many pressing tasks, as you have explained. Golden Bow retrieval, facility power restoration.
전력을 복구할 통제실과 실험실.
But the facility management room to restore to the power to the facility, the laboratory, and the area with the damaged circuitry are all located far from each other.
팀을 나눈다.
We divide and conquer.
황금가지의 포.
Securing the Golden Bow, restoring power, and suppressing abnormalities to clear a path for the reinforcements. They're all equally important and must be resolved.
각각의 걸맞은 팀들이 배치되는 것이 낫겠지.
I love you, Otis, but like, I can barely understand what you're saying half the time. Concomitantly. And to do so, we must split up into squads based on our expertise.
그래, 뭐 찬성이야.
Yeah, alrighty. We better work as a separate unit anyways. The LCB will be in charge of securing the Golden Bow, as our executive manager here has the ability to detect it whenever they are in proximity to one of them. Ah, like a metal detector, huh? How dare you compare the executive manager to a... I'll let that one slide, given the urgency. Anyway, we would like to leave abnormality, distortion, and peccatula suppression to the LCD. Do I like boss rushes? I love boss rushes. They're so much fun, and they're really intense. Have a good night, Coffee. Have a good rest of the night.
좋아, 전문이지 그거.
Gotcha. That's totally our bread and butter.
이곳에 격리되어 있던 한 상처나 뒤틀림.
How many difficult abnormalities or distortions did you contain in this facility?
얼추
Combatants of your prowess should have no trouble suppressing most of them, save for two. However, that might pose some trouble. Take these micro-communicators with you. We use these to communicate between laboratories. While it has limited range, it should be useful enough for relaying the suppression tactic for each entity you come across.
좋아. 통신도 갖출 수 있겠고.
We've secured a means of communication. Oh my gosh, look how smug she looks. She's so happy.
마지막으로 전력 복구는
As for restoring power to the facility, I would like to designate that task to the LCE personnel here.
이곳의 인원 중 제일
I
익숙할 것
presume you are
같으니.
best acquainted with the facility of this layout out of all of us.
합리적이군.
A reasonable choice. The layout of this facility is more complicated than it might have first appeared to you.
전선들이 제대로
That is
정리가 되지
indeed
않은
one way to
혼란한
describe
상태를
abysmal
그런
cable
식으로
management.
하더군요.
Oh my gosh, Fouls. Thank you. Thank you so much for saying that. Oh my gosh, I felt that in my soul. I want to give her a head pat for that. Oh my gosh. Please consider it but a representation of the entropic escalation phenomenon. Despite the way it looks, the setup is quite stable. Martin gave a handful of tiny radios to Otis, who distributed them to each of us.
좋아. 이걸로
Very well.
계속
Don't forget
공유하도록
to keep
하지.
each other updated.
잊고 싶던 연기 냄새가.
I can't help but feel like someone is gonna die that's not revivable. The acrid stench of smoke I'd rather much leave buried in the past keeps coming back. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's head out to the facility, guys. We have been holed up in this room for far too long in this story. I am ready to get out there and kick some butt. And burn some bodies. Let's see. Oh my gosh, no! It's more story! I want to go fight! Let me fight! Let's see. Shirajo. I don't know what Shirajo is, but we're gonna find out. The exposed cables under the rain are fine. They aren't burning yet. Oh my gosh, not an electrical fire, please. Don't forget, the golden bowls are kept within a preservation container. Take extra care when you handle it.
그래.
Alright. We've been working our butts off to retrieve those shiny twigs too.
그렇게 고생을 해야 됐는데.
We know enough about their work not to throw them around willy-nilly. Gregor's comment did nothing to deter Hohenheim, who kept voicing his warning again and again.
그럼 실험실은 그쪽이고.
Alright, labs that way, and facility management room is... Ezra was tracing the available routes to guide the LCD team members who arrived with Moses. While others crept down the corridor, alert for any dangers lurking in the shadows.
뭐야?
There's a wall dropping down! The corridor is thrown into complete chaos.
싱클레어 씨, 이곳으로 오세요.
Oh no, Sinclair!
거리가 너무 멀어요.
Oh, did we get separated?
환성체 탈출에
It
대비해
would seem that a quarantine system designed for abnormality containment breaches has just been activated. Marceau, who had been standing close by, a little too close, mind you, replied in a monotonous voice. And just as he said, when I looked around, that was close. The wall nearly flattened us into pancakes. We were but a breath away from disaster. Shabby thing. Oh, are my centers gonna get restricted, by the way? What a WOT. Just when I didn't think it could get any worse, it did. Waste of time. Where's Ryoshu, by the way? Manager Esquire! Where art thou? Sinclair and Don Quixote were desperately calling out from the other side of the wall. I think this is the first time we've ever been so completely separated from Dante. We can't even afford to get hurt. I don't see any abnormalities around. Now that they've taken over the security wall controls too, they're effectively forced us to split up. Oh, so I'm about to go into a boss rush? Not to worry, Executive Manager. This is only a minor setback. Allow me to assume command of this unit for the time being. Hello? That's the first thing you're worried about? Shouldn't you be more concerned about Dante? This has grown to be quite the predicament. Hohenheim let out a heavy sigh. Are you alright, team leader? I am. At least we have no injured among us. After all that planning, we ended up getting separated into completely random teams. Oh gosh, that means the plan just went out the window. Ah! Let's first check who we have on each side. Okay, it's me, Marceau, Gregor, Gisang, and Ryoshu here.
여기는
We've got the detective, Miss Ongdu, and me over here. And Ishmael, Rhodia, and me, Otis. As for us, Martin, the assistant, LC team members, and the rest. Surely I'll do well with the sinners? Yeah, I'll do alright. The rest, of whom speakest thou? It is a phrase used by individuals who find it especially difficult to acknowledge their betters. Me, Don Quixote, and Faust. There was no chance we could get the security wall out of our way with our combined effort. The master keycard doesn't work either. Should be unable to override the lockdown, but even the LCE wasn't having any luck on their side. There has been a minor deviation, but it cannot be helped. Advance according to plan. This unit, the LCD included, will neutralize any hostiles within the facility, one threat at a time. We'll assist you with finding the trail as soon as we're done repairing the security cameras. Acknowledged. The LCE and O9's team will secure the facility management room and prioritize restoring power. As for the executive manager's team, proceed to the laboratory for golden bow retrieval. Figures I'd end up in the team doing the fighting. What a pain. Min luck sigh. You consume too much count, you're basically forced to play a statusless team against your will? Wait, what happened? Alrighty, off we go. I will take the lead. The rest of you, follow me. Man, look at them. They're all so confident. They've all grown up so much. Oh my god, I'm so proud of them. And with that, Otis and the LCD's team footsteps faded into the distance on the opposite side.
우리도 슬슬 이동하도록 하지.
SSS IDs?
맡은 분과
Eh?
조건만 데려가도
You mean the rank?
통제실을 복구하는 정도는 아무 문제가 없을 거야.
Don't worry about it, trust. We should get moving too, although I think just Martin and my assistant here will be enough to restore power to the facility management room.
전력 시설의 구조가 그리 체계적으로 되어 있진 않나
There seems to be a lack of proper structure in the
이런
generation and
통제불능을
distribution of
상황까지
electricity here.
백업 장치 설계를
It is
했어야
regrettable
하는데
that the facility
이건
lacks a
불안한
backup
의견을
mechanism to
피할 수밖에
handle
없습니다.
unforeseen emergencies of this sort.
내가 건물의 설계까지 도맡아 할 만큼 한가하지는 않았어.
With the breadth of my responsibilities, it is only natural that I would have been too busy to be responsible for the facility's design. However, when viewed independently, the structure of the laboratory itself is...
고작 이런 일로
Fret
울상거리지
thyself
마시나.
not over so a trifling matter, young Heathcliff.
맞아요.
She's right. With the three of us together, we'll be able to overcome whatever obstacle that gets in our way. Probably. The voices of Hohenheim and the other senators also slipped further away into the background. Should we get a move on too? Let us know if you sense the golden bough, Manager Bud. The two smokers of the group ended up in the same team. What are the odds? I'll never know how the others managed to pull through these working conditions without taking a puff. Use the canon teams from the animated video as well as everyone else. Ooh, nice, Lirico. There was a time when I partook, but I cannot find any reason to maintain the habit.
그래?
Eh? It was?
못 폈는데.
What did you smoke?
담배라고 지칭될 수 있는
Most things that fall under the category of cigarettes. Huh. After a whole year of watching, you never walk out of line. A peg is one hell of a straight-laced fella.
필요하다면
I partook in
통상적인
both
뭘
categories of activities,
올바르지
those generally
않은
accepted as
일을
right and
가르쳐
those as accepted as wrong.
나는 구인의 시절 동료들의 권유로
During my time among the old League of Nine literatures, I once had an opportunity to engage in a few hits of the sub.
그게 처음이자 마지막이었어.
That was the one and only time. Everyone burst into laughter, though I found no enjoyment in smoking itself.
처음에 다 그렇지. 배웠게 꾸면 그래.
I think I saw that video, but I don't remember the IDs.
류슈 양은
What about you, Miss Ryoshu? When did you first start smoking cigarettes? Every pair of eyes searched Ryoshu's face. But she didn't bother telling us her story, nor did she reveal any signs of unease or anxiety. What we saw in her face was inexplicable exhilaration, thrill, and as strange as it may seem, a fury chilling to the marrows.
글쎄.
Beats me. Oh my gosh, look at that slight grin on her face. She knows she's holding out on them.
어렸을 때부터 보고 자란
I've
게
always been surrounded by
그것뿐이다.
cigarette smoke ever since I was a brat. Wouldn't have guessed it any other way. It's your turn this time, isn't it?
그래.
Yeah.
너무
So damn
노골적이어서
obvious that it makes me
비웃음이 날
scoff.
정도지.
Not like we have many other choices at the time. Uh-huh.
어떤가?
How do you feel, Miss Ryoshu?
과거를
To be
맞춰야
faced with the past that stands before you.
당연히
Simple.
즐겁다.
It's exciting. All that waiting finally paid off.
그러고 보니 류슈 씨는
I noticed you haven't
아까부터
smoked
담배를
once since this whole thing began, Ryoshu.
그래.
Right.
미리부터
Trying to get used to
연습 중이다.
staying off it. Meanwhile, back at the transporter truck, I wonder if Ryoshu smoked as a way of like managing the passage of time. Shrimmer Hemorrhage team would fit here. Ooh, if only I had them leveled up appropriately though. Oh my gosh, dude, what happened here?
당신에게만큼은 없을 줄 알았는데 말이야.
Red Gaze, never thought you, of all people, would have one. Oh my gosh, she's covered in so much blood. It's blood, right? Did he use his ego on her?
우습지 않아?
Funny, isn't it? The mighty and powerful Red Gaze loses this tiny little bundle of liability from his clutch, and he's suddenly too scared to even swing his sword right.
그래도 이해하지 못하는
Not
건
that I don't
아니야.
understand to have an
버릴
unwanted
수도,
burden you can't even push
죽일
aside or
수도
kill
없는
off,
것을
shoved into your care. I know what it's like all too well.
나도 있거든. 아니,
Well, I suppose I did want the little thing back then, but I never expected her to be such a nuisance.
루치오가 조사해
Lucia's been digging around, and it looks like you don't even have any connection whatsoever to this half pint here. Could it be you have a specific use for her? It's plain that you need her for something. Explains why you're letting that dead weight tag along. Perhaps she's like my ticket or textbook over there. A pain in the ass you'd much rather kill off, but can't because you need to make it to make the future you long for come true. We sure have a lot in common, don't we? Poor Lucio. You. I know why you're provoking me with that pointless ramble. Your friends are out on a mission, and you're making sure I don't get in their way till you get the all clear. However, just because my sword isn't cleaving across your throat. Wait, whoa! Doesn't mean I won't collect your little lackey's head. Keep that in mind. This should be interesting. Do your worst. Oh my gosh, dude, they're sizing each other up. I'm curious to see how long the textbook I so painstakingly crafted for my ticket would last against a color fixer, aren't you? She's gonna make Lucio fight a color fixer? Oh my gosh, poor Lucio. Lucio's gonna die. Oh my gosh. Poor thing. Oh my goodness. Alright. More story mode. This time we have combat. Nice. Let's see. Where are we so far? Clear within 10 turns. Level 56. Slash, Wrath, and Pride. Okay. Oh, I see now. Okay. Now we put a hostage at him. Is he gonna be like our hostage later? Let me look at my team here. I'd rather bring level 60s here, if possible. I feel like it's just fitting that we bring the Blade of the House of Spiders with us. Oh, I could bring Hornet. I kind of want to bring Hornet. I feel like bringing Hornet would be kind of cool. Do a mix, do the burn team? Yeah. I'm just kind of looking through my identities right now just to see what I have. Let's go with this order lineup right here. Also, hi Corey, welcome in. How are you doing? What's going on? Prince is good too, though. Fell Boy is fine. No, I don't have levels on those. I don't want to bring those either. I want to bring Burn. I'm a Burn user. I mostly bring Burn to the field. No matter who my enemy is, I will light them ablaze. Oh gosh, not these things again. We keep running into these mannequins. Are they made by those nurse fathers? Yes, to be more specific, it's the ring nurse father. Corporism, an art movement that utilizes the interaction between human bones and muscles. The contraction and the elongation thereof with a splash of the cubist technique, it seems. Nasty. Observe closer, do you see them? Writings carved into their bodies. These corpses were engraved with a wild scrawl of a message carved with the blade. They began shuffling at us in that uncanny rhythm entirely devoid of any semblance of will. Dearest.
사랑하는 우리 딸.
Dearest daughter of ours.
이 곡선을
Please pay close attention to the way the line curves.
갈비뼈.
It's so disgusting.
어떤 것보다
Is that a freaking rib cage? Well, the body's split in half?
단단한
From ribs, we can make blades keener than any sword. From femurs, we can make bludgeons sturdier than any mace.
흉곽은 심장과 폐를 보호하기 위해 이렇게나
The thoracic cage has taken this proposing, yet hardly shape of an arch to keep the heart and the lungs from harm. Preserve this natural beauty of the human corpus, and do not infringe upon its primeval, precise value. Yes, Corey, I know about that. It's very sad indeed. I'm kind of mourning a little bit for him as well. That is the reverence with which the act of creation must be handled, just as musicians handle a priceless instrument. Touch it, if you will. Do your fingertips feel the contour of the blade along the grains of musculature, its tendons and sinews? Hopefully we can help keep your mind off of it, Corey. The bones of the one most desperate for life have become a blade best fit to reap it. Indeed it has, hasn't it? I knew from the fathoms of my heart that you would appreciate the true value of this piece, Yoshihide. Oh my gosh, look, the head is like right here. Ugh. The care put into this piece I have so painstakingly birthed into this world is greater than that of any work of mine. The smallest fracture or imbalance could instantly render it useless. Once this piece is complete, dearest Yoshihide, I would like for you to wield it. I will. Never got to finish that precious piece he'd always ramble about, did he? My day is going pretty well, Corey. We're doing Canto IX for Limbus Company right now. It does this while they're alive? Ooh, for someone that does something so delicate, wouldn't you want them to be dead first? Now I see why Ryoshu gets like so weirdly excited around torturing people and stuff. I'm like, oh gosh. So basically the thumb taught her how to wield the blade, and then the ring taught her how to manipulate the body. Alright, let's get rid of it. Is that the pink ribbon? What the heck did you come from? You have to work early today? Double school excursion in the park underneath the rain? Ah! Also, hi Zeno, welcome in. How are you doing this morning? I hope you have a good time working though, Lirico. I hope your job goes well. Alright, let's do this. Field test, dust spark.
절침탄 트랜지션 임상시험 성공.
He's saying, I'm so sorry, I barely ever bring you out anymore. I need your help. Time to spread the burn around. Screw loose like a wallop. No, but he needs a walloping. Maybe we can knock that screw in his head back in place long enough to take him down. Oh, Pianer, my beloved. Where would I be without you? Oh, had. I'm sorry, I didn't read. Like a natural Limbus player. Because we don't read. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, the coins flashing against each other is so relaxing. It's really relaxing to get like a really long coin when it hits like 9 times. Yeah. The sound design of Limbus is surely something else. Man, they're not looking too good right now. Y'all gonna have to fight a little harder than that to make my Ryoshu work harder, you know? Let's let Gregor refill his fuel before he goes into his next skill. The last Merceau ego you need. Do you like Merceau, Lirico? Honestly, I don't care what egos I get. I just like to collect all of them. But mostly I collect the burn egos. I need to get 9-2, so that way I can use it with Val. Because then that one just get like thread spin 5. I just realized we have 2 blade users, a gun user, and a guy with a gauntlet. How many of them are there? Oh, these are the last 4. Okay. Let's see. How are we doing so far? Do I need to adjust anything? No. Alright, we're good. No, delayed again. You need more House of Spider IDs? I mean, you still got some time. And I believe if you do some of the challenge modes, I believe you can get a ticket to pull for some of them, right? Honestly, I would just focus on getting the Nurse Fathers and Ryoshu. Dude, I swear, Ryoshu gets some of the best IDs in the game. Oi, how'd you stagger them? Oi, 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 oi! Yeah, it's 3 weeks? Oh my gosh. Nah, 3 weeks is long enough. You got this. I believe in you, gamer. You totally got this. If I can do it, you can do it. I'm lazy. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I just use the boxes that get off the battle pass and I just do like a little bit of like moderate farming. I don't really do anything more than that, honestly. See now why you hate the mannequins? I mean, I only got staggered like 1 time, to be honest. 9th of September? Ooh, that's not too far away. Wait, hold on. Are we using the same ones? Sanguine artistry. Maybe we should bring a gun user and a sword user, eh? Yeah?
불꽃을 벼리겠소.
Yosh, let's go Exo. Oh, hell yeah, we're dominating here. Except for that last neutral. Gregor, why are you not picking up the pace here, bro? I'll just use a power counter for now. I don't like looking a little off kilter there. Get him or so, get him! Crush his bones! Dude, Ryoshu's blade, dude, it's so funny looking at how long it is. Did I not damage y'all at all? Alright, favored. Dominating! Hell yeah! Dude, I can always count on Yisang to deliver. I swear his Leo association ID is so strong. Like, I hardly ever see it lose clashes on both occasions. They look so good! Alright, what we got going on here? What we got going on? Oh, Ryoshi's about to delete this man. Or not. You know what? Maybe I should take over. Oh, wait, I forgot. It's kind of just choosing for itself. Dang. Outside of focus encounters, I swear.
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
I agree. The SP healing is some of the greatest.
놈들.
Uh-oh. They're doing their bullshit again. Ryoshi's like, hey, I'm walking here.
敵は深手を負っています。
Alright, favored, dominating, and dominating again. We love these odds. Oi, did you just strike my Merceau? Oi. I do kind of like how if you put Liu Yisang with the index Don Quixote, the SP healing you can get off of it is so crazy. Like, I swear, it's like, it's really hard to lose SP with that setup. Burn, 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 burn.
私たちは止まれません。
They're all gonna burn.
파격감.
이 순간이 다
Like I saw, you're not guarding these attacks. Yush. What? Oh wait, no! Oi! Stop whittling me down! Down! Oh my gosh. Yeah, anything that helps SP is broken, I agree. And then not to mention I have Harmony Sinclair, so it's like anything that tries to like stop me is just not gonna win. My Harmony is so broken. My goodness, she's just crashing out. Let's go! Alright, one more. Bring it on. Send me a big boy. Surely y'all can do better than this, right? I expected more out of the ring. Bunch of fraudsters. Wait, do we meet the fingers? Hey, let's go. Ha 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 ha.
정면 엘리베이터가 작동하고.
The elevator up ahead is operational. I can see the light of the elevator beyond the lockdown door. If power has returned to the elevators, it can only mean that Hohenheim has arrived at the facility management room. Ah, then. Once the elevator doors opened, LCA agents began pouring into the facility in perfect order. Oh my gosh, these guys look badass. They got huge guns. Oh my gosh. They immediately began hacking and shooting down anything that got in their way. There wasn't the slightest hesitation in their movements, as though drilled into them over countless rehearsals. Dude, these guys are in trouble. We got guns. From the way they never failed to deliver a killing blow to any target that so much as twitched. Even when it was already mangled beyond recognition, I could tell they were seasoned veterans with years of combat experience. I began to grow certain that these fighters could brush aside any obstacle we faced with ease. LCA Special Operations Unit, was it? They sure know how to clear a room. Testing, come in. Oi, give me the radio. Oi, alright, mate? Ah, the heck, no need to shout to the mic key flip. We can hear you just fine. Apologies. My assistant's temperament leans on the more impatient side. Senator Otis's conjecture was correct. After arriving at the facility management room, we have been observing the hallways through the device here. The video feeds quality, well, it leaves much to be desired, but... I need SP bag. The LCA has arrived at this sector.
그래.
Can confirm that on this end as well, we have visual on the LCA units past the lockdown shutters. But all I've managed so far is to remove one security wall in your path. It has nothing to do with restoring the internal elevators leading to other departments.
그렇다면
Whichever may be the case, does this mean that the wounded can now be transported to safety? Not quite. While they managed to send the LCA down there via unknown means, the entire facility has to be restored in order to return upstairs. It is indeed a relief, however. It seems that the agents have been deployed to each sector. They should be able to secure the rest of the survivors. Enter the ICE facility? The what facility? Oh wait, the LCE. I was like, ICE? ICE what? Like, put them on ice? Though I've never been one to be interested in the art of killing and battling, particularly those without a tangential relation to research, I have heard that they are a rather formidable combat force, even by the standards of the city as a whole.
정면.
Eyes forward. The lights flickered and... Oh gosh. Are they all about to die? This don't look good. Is that who I think it is? Oh, dude, the look on Ryoshu's face. Oh no, she looks so scared. 3 LC. Oh my gosh! What the heck? 3 LCA agents who were advancing while covering the front of their squad simultaneously fell to the floor without so much as a scream. No! What the heck is this? Like a broken lamp, the light past the security wall continues to flicker. Between each flicker of the malfunctioning light, the outline of the intruder's weapon seemed to shift into a different shape. At first, the shadow stretched into the sharp tip of a pick. Then after several more flickers, it took on the familiar outline of an axe, very much resembling Rhodia's own. Is he copying us? Oh my gosh! Judging by their appearance and gear, it is likely that they are the LCA's reconnaissance or specialized units. Most likely in the same vein as the team that arrived at the monolith retrieval mission. That's the face of a daughter praying, begging for her dad not to talk about her shameful past. Oh gosh. Recon team or not, how did the intruder manage to wipe out such a well-trained team all on his own? Honheim, do you hear us? Indeed. Has the LCA taken care of the situation already on your end? You mustn't step foot out into the hallway. Why might that be? I've just watched the LCA agents take down an abnormality with quite impressive precision. To suppress such a tricky entity in mere minutes, fascinating. This calls for an additional comment on its observation log. The LCA reinforcements sent to our sector, they're all dead. Were this battle fought in an open field, even the LCA's reconnaissance team alone would have sufficed to avoid defeat. However, this is what happens to prey who forget that they've been snared in a spider's web. They'll never fight on even ground, always drawing their prey to locations where they have the absolute advantage. They wouldn't have lost in an open field, you say? It's meaningless to speculate over what'll never happen. Poland, don't tell my coworkers I had a dog. I'm a cool lady now, please. Oh my goodness. Remember that one time he asked for a toy sword? Oh no. What Alyssa had described earlier is becoming more and more apparent to us. a relaxed but disciplined gait. He looks like the freaking Black Death is all I can say. The man, after having slaughtered dozens of LCA agents, slowly turned around to face us, his sharp dress shoes lazily clopping against the floor. He seemed to have been made aware of our presence from the get-go. Light dances across the glossy surface of his white mask. He returns a smile in response to Ryoshu's furious wrath. Then his lips part soundlessly, mouthing a sentence word by word. Hi, sweetheart. How did your reviews go?
딸, 훈련은 어땠어?
Oh gosh.
똑같아. 지루해.
Same old, dull and boring.
아빠, 팔에 상처가
Dad,
났는데
that wound on your
직접
arm,
입힌
did you
거야?
do that to yourself?
아, 맞다.
Ah, yes, I had to stab my
난
opponent with a
팔을
knife
관통시키면서
38 times through my own
상대를
arms.
8번 찔러야 했고, 20번째부터는
The 20th stab was
정말
where it really began to hurt. Only the 20th?
그거 알아, 딸?
What the heck?
자결통은 찹쌀통보다
They say that the
더
pain of burning
고통스럽다고
hurts at least 100 times worse than the pain of getting stabbed. Did you know that?
하더라. 그러니 누군가를 지키려면 불은 사용하지
Gee,
마.
you want to experience that? So when you have to take care of someone, I hope you won't use fire. I never promised that. I never promised anything about not using fire.
그들이 고통에 몸부림치면서
Lest their
너만을
death be slow and their
저주할
dying
지옥으로
breath
보내줄
curses
텐데.
your name and their long descent into hell.
적어도 마지막엔
Don't they deserve to watch their lives flash before their eyes in relative peace?
알았어.
Who is this man? Why does he look like Roland?
가까이 와보렴.
Come closer, you've got a scratch on your cheek.
발렌티나의 수업
It happened during
중에 생긴
Valentina's class, didn't it? Her methods are simply too violent. She's the kind of teacher who
상처의
uses the
개수가
number of
곧 훈련의
scars
척도와 비례한다고
as a measure of
생각한다.
training intensity and effectiveness. He only said to take care of someone, never included someone we don't care. Oh gosh.
흉이 안 지게 잘 치료해야지.
Let's take good care of that wound so it doesn't scar, okay?
그러던가.
Whatever.
아니 방금
If what the LC has told us through
무전대로
the transmission is true, then the
관리자님께서
executive manager is in danger.
오티스, 저도
I'm just as concerned as you are, Otis, but
당장 우리 쪽도
we're not
만만치
exactly
않은
out of the
상황인
woods
것
yet either.
그건
The security
복구된
camera's
CCTV 화면인가?
feed's working again, yeah?
네.
Yeah, look,
이
it's
앞을
pointed right in
비추고
front of
있어.
our door, but
근데 자네도 와서 보게.
come see, if my memory fails me
내
not,
기억이
then this man's
틀리지
attire
않다면.
suggests he is
중지.
the middle. Oh no, my gosh, it's Matthias. Ah, it's Matthias. Ah.
저쪽에서
I guess we now know what happened to the LCA in the other sector. Yeah.
이건 거의
Yeesh,
죽이다
this
못해
guy's
사람
practically tearing
부서뜨리고
people
있는데?
apart.
뭐라고 자꾸 큰
Is he
소리로
shouting
떠드는 것
something?
같기도 하고. 소리가 잘
I can't quite hear what he's
들리지는
saying through the feed.
요시히데,
Yoshihide.
요시히데라고 계속 외치고
He is
있고.
shouting Yoshihide repeatedly so. We ignore it and call him Poland?
그리고
Is it because he's a poser
웃고도
Roland?
있어.
As he fills the silence between them with a boisterous guffaw.
입을 크게 벌리고
Face split into a wide
눈까지
grin, body
들썩이며
convulsing with laughter. What joy does this madman
무엇이
find in
그리도
this
즐거운
carnage?
것인지. 지금
That's an
사람이
insanely
조그맣게
powerful kick!
팔로
Flung that guy all the way to the other side of the hallway!
선명한 화면은 아니지만
The footage is pretty
다리는
blurry, but do you think he's got a
의사일까?
prosthetic leg?
아닌가? 강화문 씨의
Ah,
몸이 전부
maybe
뒤덮일
not.
때까지 받으면
I guess a
좋은 모양이 될 수도
leg
있을 것
covered
같고.
completely in augmentation tattoos could look something like that.
우리 아빠
Oh,
곰발바닥
looking at
보고
Papa's mighty bear paw.
음,
Rhodia! There's a thing behind you.
누구야?
Who am I?
나는
Hi,
키라라고 해.
I'm Kira. Yes, I do remember Lirico. I remember it very fondly. A covert approach. Men, battle positions.
전투 중.
아니야.
Oi, you guys got it all wrong. You're watching my papa work, aren't you?
방해 안 할 거야.
Don't mind me,
싸우지도 않을
eh?
거고.
I'm not gonna pick a fight with you guys. Eh?
그런 중요한 일을 하는
I'll just hang around here while you guys get the important stuff done.
맞아, 감사합니다.
Carry on. Watch him work.
아빠라고?
Your
저 사람이?
papa? This guy is your dad?
맞아. 진짜
Isn't
열나게
he like
멋지지.
super badass?
너네
Yo,
방금
did
봤어?
you guys see that?
있잖아.
Gosh, that
완전
texture
다진
and
것 같지
fire
않아?
is so dope.
나도 따라하려고 하는데
I've
안
been trying to
된다니까.
recreate that myself, but it's not the same, you know?
어떻게 저런 강속구로
How's he
또
doing
끝까지
that? Totally
쳐박히게
folded
하지?
that guy up and tossed him like a baseball all the way to the other end of the hallway. The Chuda Massacre is no different from a game or sport. Kira is technically Ryoshi's little sister. Aww, little sister. Aww.
불쾌하기 그지없는 물의 배로군.
What a contemptible scoundrel you make.
너 그런
Ah,
쪽이야?
so you're into that kind of character, huh? Sick.
나도 좋아해.
I'm a huge fan of them too. Did you read the latest issue of the Cloudburst Blade? There's this new character who talks just like you do. Lifting his bamboo hat, he goes, "Oh my gosh, is she talking about bamboo-hatted Kim?"
뭐야?
Wait, you don't know the Cloudburst Blade?
주위에 계속 추천하는
I've been
분인데
trying to
아무도
sell it to
홍보를
everyone I
안 해.
know.
한
No
놈은
one's
맨날
interested.
훈련만
One of
해대고
them's
한 놈은
obsessed with
뒷거미랑만
training
조잘거리고
all day.
한 놈은 자꾸
One of them
혼자
talks to their
싸돌아다니고
sword
나
all
혼자
day.
하나는
One of them just wanders all over the place
뭐라는
all
줄
day.
알아?
And the other one?
논리적으로
You know what
말이
she
안 되는
said?
게 너무
I think the
많대.
story
그게
indulges in
제대로 된
far too many
감상이냐고.
logical
왜 만화책에
fallacies.
그런 걸 따져?
What the heck kind of
걔랑은
book review is
아무튼
that?
처음부터 끝까지 안
Like,
맞는다니까.
bro, who wastes time nitpicking about what makes sense and what doesn't when reading a comic book? Gosh, I don't think I'd ever vibe with that girl. Wait, would that make it a Thunder Cross split attack? Oh my gosh. Do not teach this to the middle. They will start going crazy.
아무튼 그거 본 사람
If the
있으면
middle
손
ever
들어볼래?
gets their hands on
나랑
JoJo's
3시간,
references,
아니,
we're all
4시간만
doomed.
같이 떠들어주라.
It's game over for all of us.
그만. 가짜는 헛소리로
If you
구슬려질
thought you
정도로
could distract us with your
우리는
nonsensical
모르지 않다.
prattling, think again.
아까부터 화면에 잡히는 게
Otis, I don't
없어.
see the middle nurse father on the feed
Otis,
anymore.
저 사람이
If
자기가
she's
말한
his
대로 중재하기의
apprentice,
제자
then...
하면
Wait, how did she get in here without going through the door?
어이, 딸내.
Oh gosh.
근처에서
Hey kiddo! What are you doing all the way over here? Haven't I asked you not to wander too far? Oh gosh, we've been found. Drat.
털겠군.
Oh gosh, we're in so much trouble. No more transitions, they've all gone quiet.
이보게! 이스마일군!
Hark,
어디
young
쓰러졌네?
Ishmael, young Otis,
왜?
wherefore doth
아무도
none respond?
대답이 없는 겐가?
느낌이 좋지 않네요.
This is bad. We don't even have the manager with us. We're all in the dark.
아무래도 시설 복구를
We must
서둘러야겠네.
make haste and restore the
차단도
facility to its
제어권만
operational
들어온다면
capacity.
서로 협력하기
The sooner we
용이할
obtain access to the security wall controls, the sooner we can coordinate with each other.
마침 이 근처에도
As luck would have it.
하나가.
Oh, that's so gross. Ooh. Man, do I gotta fight this? As luck would have it, we should be able to locate one of the lost pieces of circuitry in this room.
이것은 약지 조직원이 지나간 흔적이.
These remains. The ring has made its mark here. Wait, don't force yourself to look so hard at them.
아니, 역겨움이라는 감정은 내게 큰 영향을
Don't
주지.
worry, believe in Otis. I believe in Otis. I'm sure she'll be able to negotiate our safe release, right? No disgust as an emotion holds very little sway over me.
다만
It's just that...
팀장님,
Boss,
일일이 누구의 얼굴인지
don't
헤아리지
do
마세요.
not look at their faces and try to tell who's who. Right, I lost my focus for a moment there.
계속하지.
Let us carry on.
뭐
Disclaimer, it's hard. Hell yeah. Is there anything we should say to me?
드물게도
This is
파우스트
highly
역시
irregular, but it seems that Faust also
동의하고
expressed
있다는
his
생각이
agreement with
드는군요.
Hohenheim.
뭘?
Agree with what? They're made out of pure calcium, so their texture is hard. Oh my gosh. Devo!
이럴수록
Then we must
시설을
restore the
복구시켜야
facility
하는
with as
것이
much
말이야.
haste as we can employ. Dude, this part right here, I knew they were gonna get obliterated, but I was like, at least they put up a fight, right? No, they got obliterated. I think even if the House of Spiders set up a net, like a trap in an open field, I feel like they would still lose. Like, oh my goodness. They would probably like deflect the bullets or something, right? Oh gosh, is this where we like meet all the nurse fathers? Oh gosh. Oh, we're still on this team setup? Oh my goodness. Alright, here we go. Let's do it. Let's freaking go.
사냥감인가?
Now that I say it, you would like a gigantic mannequin boss that summons more? Oh, yeah, let's go. Let's just make it really hard. Leaving behind the perpetrator of the carnage, greeting Ryoshu on the other side of the security wall, we had no other choice but to make our way toward the lab.
류슈야.
Miss Ryoshu, perhaps this question of mine is one you might not wish to grace with an answer, and if it is indeed so, do feel free to let it float past. Well, what is your connection to these so-called nurse fathers?
단순히
Your relationship with them does not seem to have been brewed in mere bad blood.
방금 전 그대의 표정은 조금.
And then the change in your countenance, I sensed a flash of something almost imperceptible.
모든 조각이 맞물려진
I haven't
것은
put all the pieces together just yet, but
그들은 말 그대로
they were
아비.
nurse fathers.
나라는 검을
My
쥐어린
fathers who forged the
내
sword that I am.
아비들이다.
So I just got a question. Is Ryoshu's sword like an ego? That is what I'm like starting to like believe about Ryoshu so far. Is that the reason she never draws that blade is that I feel like it's an ego or something. And maybe that it in itself is the blade that was forged.
그려낸 대로
That's what I'm like really curious about. I really hope by the end of this like she draws her blade or something. I think it'd be really sick to see that. But yeah, a giant mannequin that summons more of the little ones, dude, that would be kind of sick. See like how long you can like last against like an onslaught of them or something. Like that would be so cool. Ryoshu is the avatar of his set of 4 elements. She's the mafia daughter. She just knows all the violence. Kind of reminds me of a light novel when I was a kid. About this like master assassin that could like kill someone in like 99 ways. Each one like different from the last, you know? Never repeating the same thing twice. At least that's what I kind of get out of it, you know? You know, I might have over-prepared a little bit too much for this.
이 순간이
These guys are not that bad. Like, I am just running through them like crazy. Like, those follow-up attacks are sure are, like, really annoying, but, like, for the most part, I can get through them pretty fast.
낮도 밤도 지
Oh, Ryoshu's gonna cook!
숨이 타도록 해.
Yeah! Alright, how many more do we got? Dude, it's like I'm fighting necromorphs. It kind of reminds me of, like, the new Illuminate update on Helldivers. Like, their arms are so jagged and sharp. Like, oh my goodness.
숨이 타도록 배워낼 것.
So, yeah, I guess, like, the ring is, like, the main supplier of, like, the forces they employ. It reminds me of the animated Castlevania series, where they had the Forest Masters. The Forest Masters would like take deceased material and like turn them into demons. And that's how the vampires would like raise their legions, is they had to have like a human to like raise up their army. I guess I did let Gregor get to low fuel. I guess I'll have to fix that in a moment. Of the high Samaru, welcome in. It's not ego, man. I really thought it was gonna be an ego. I think that would have been so cool. But yeah, I have the blade Ryoshu. I'm using to go through the Canto just because I thought it would be very fitting. I do have the other Nurse Fathers, but like I don't really have most of them leveled or in use. I think a few of them are, but like nothing is quite as well prepared as my burn team. So that's who I'm using right now. Gregor, I need you to reload and then let it rip. Nah, it's okay. It's okay, Devo. I understand. Thank you. But how you doing, Samaru? Welcome in. Oh no. Hey, leave my Merceau alone. Hey, hey. Oh, yeah. Believe in the power of the flames. You know, cooking all these bodies in a tight, confined space might be a little irresponsible of me, but you know what? Let me cook. I want to cook. Much like how the Ring may have a fascination for the art that they can construct from the bodies, I too shall make a delicious meal out of these materials they presented before me. The mannequin deals 190 damage on cracked, unbreakable coins. Oi, that's no. All right, we're dominating. Let's go. She lost her family, but it's okay because she could work well with the burn team. I know, right? She works so well with them. I love it. I finally have an upscaled Ryoshu for burn. Okay, hold on. Give me one moment before I read this next part. Let me get my drink next to me. I had to bring the case just a little bit closer to me. Alright, there we go. I swear, I can never do Limbus without some ginger ale because my throat takes a beating from it. There's so much reading. But I like it. So far, I'm really enjoying the story, although I will say that, like, we were in that room, the control room, like, a little too long for my taste. Like, I was like, that one really carried on a bit. But it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. Alright, cigarettes and the Nurse Father. Okay, but it doesn't tell us which one is coming up. Masso, I'm not a Masso. You make it seem like I like to talk my throat off, you know? I understand that they're really good identities, but like for the most part, oh, I can't bring home. Okay, so we're still on our force team here. But for the most part, I really only like to level certain ones that I need, like when I need them or if I like want to use them. So like for the most part, like I only really focused on the middle ones. Just because like they also have burn on their IDs. So if it has burn, I will prioritize those. Do I have Don Gregor? I do not have Don Gregor, but I do have Don Faust. I got very unlucky. I had to go to 200 pity to get Don Faust. So right now I'm saving up for the next time for when Walpurgis rolls around, so that way I can get him again. So but I do have a lot of Gregors. Like, I have Fire Fist Gregor, and I also have, dude, I'm not gonna lie, I really love Hohenheim Gregor just because the way, like, he looks so cool. Like, if they look really cool, I'll prioritize them. But for the most part, I really like my burn. So I also have the Lobotomy Ego Lamp, which, dude, this one, oh my gosh, burn, sinking, oh my goodness. Use the Gotcha and the Bakak banner, ah. I am not being a Maso, Lirico. Am I going to use that team for the most duration of part 1 and part 2? Yes, I will, Devo. I will. I do have Don Sinclair just because, like, I got him a long time ago. I don't really use them for the most part, though. I much rather use, like, my... If I'm going to use Sinclair, I mostly use my, my Enclair.
반드시 팬다. 아비들.
You want to use Bremer? Bremer is really cool.
실험실.
It is really fun.
LCD나 LCD 쪽은 아까의 무전을 끝으로 더 이상.
Oh, I hope the LCD and LC are okay. I really hope they don't start killing people off once they catch them.
관리자, 혹시 느껴져? 황금가지.
Hey, Manager Bud, you picking up on anything? I mean, the Golden Bow. If those people got to it before us. Am I ready for the fight that gave Devo PTSD? Wait, are we getting up to a hard fight right now? Are we in the hard fights? Ah, I see, Henrik. I see. I have almost every burn character in the entire game. Almost all the egos as well. I'm missing Gregor, and then I need to get the really early egos that I just never have enough time to collect. I guess we should still be glad that we still have a chance. Gregor mumbled in a gloomy tone. Hohenheim will be relieved to hear this. We stepped into the lab. The lights were off. It was completely dark inside. If the assailants were indeed after the golden bow, what could they possibly want with it? Oh my gosh, the cables are sparking from the walls and stuff. They're all hanging out. No wonder Faust was like displeased with the cable management in this place. I was deeply engrossed in my thoughts when I noticed that Ryoshu had stopped in her tracks. There's a stench coming from up ahead. A sickeningly familiar one. Oh gosh, is she talking about the ring? I don't want to fight the corpse lovers. Ugh. Even in the cloying darkness of the unlit lab, Ryoshu seemed to notice something out of place. You smell something? I don't smell anything other than your cigarette. Huh? Oh yeah, you've not been smoking for a hot minute. Only silence welcomed us in the lab. We couldn't hear any breathing, but there it was, without a doubt, the stink of cigarettes, and a chilling, disembodied sense of dread we couldn't exactly put our finger on. Wait, cigarette? Greg, are you sure you're not smelling yourself? When I left that place, I remember feeling a strong contempt for someone. It had to have been. Ryoshu started muttering as though she was gripped by the chill. I noticed she wasn't speaking to me, though it seemed as though she was wading through a bog of mutilated memories to cling to her emotions at the moment. Dihili Star, you. All along, you wanted to make me suffer to the bitter end, haven't you? What audacity! You think I'm the one making you suffer, Yoshihide? You do realize you've always been the one obstacle in my life, don't you? Oh, what in the world is going on here? This is the only way for us to get even. Yoshihide. It never stops. The sound of the fetter around my feet, rusted and heavy, how it clinks and rattles. In that vision of the past, Ryoshu raises her sword in an agonizingly slow motion, unsheathing the blade that we have never seen revealed before. A white blade of such unfeeling purity, devoid of even a trace of mercy beneath its pale edge. In the split second, I was blinded by the glint of the blade. Ryoshu clutched the hooded figure's jaw in her crushing grip. Then without a... oh my gosh! Ugh. Then without a moment's hesitation, she drove the blindingly bright sword into the figure's mouth. No, she took the tongue out! Oh! Oh my gosh, it's so gross! Whoa. Oh my god! Ryoshu pulled the sword out in a single swift motion. Oh my... the sound! Oh my gosh, the sound! Guess you can say she's speechless right now? Oh my gosh, Devo. The figure coughed out a thick glob of blood and a piece of her sliced tongue. Why are you laughing? You just lost your tongue. Do you not feel any pain? Hi, Clavis. Welcome in. You might want to avert your eyes a little bit here. But she spat out more than just a bloody chunk of flesh. A guffaw hacked its way out of her mouth. The triumphant laughter of one who had just seized the victory on one's life. With a deep, ragged breath, Ryoshu let the sword fall from her grip. She stood rooted in her spot, staring at the flailing figure with a look of pure confusion. Insidious stench of the past in the air. And right now, right before Ryoshu's eyes... oh, is this the same figure? The vivid presence from the memories of the past came to life in the form of a white silhouette. Her hand slowly brushing the lips, beyond which no tongue laid, as if to remember the absence of the organ that Ryoshu had to mercilessly cut off. Like a lone watchman who had been keeping vigil, awaiting our arrival. Oh my gosh. The mouth that lost its tongue faced Ryoshu without opening even once. But I think I heard a whisper of a hollow sigh escaping between her lips. Because of my 5 fathers, I had to leave behind the single most important thing in this world. And that is why I must take it back. What's going on in Nepal, Clavis? Is everything alright? So happy to see you again, Ryoshu. I mean it. Oh, this is the Sinclair guy. Hello, Mimi-sens. Welcome in. How are you doing? Dude, we're going through a really heavy part of the Canto IX story right now. Like, oh my gosh. We're finally face to face with a proper enemy. Such were the words my master bade me to relay. The Pinky Nurse Father. As my master expects, not from my insignificant self. I am but a blade rusting amid the quiet turn of nature, doomed to ever endure the dullness of today and the emptiness of the morrows. And therein, owing to your pursuit of the spider's thread, I am once again granted a chance to carry out my master's will. Oh, dang, Clavis, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope the rest of everyone is okay. Another talker. Piss off. As her apprentice approached us, Ryoshu's nurse father slowly stepped away, toward where the container of golden boughs lay nestled and emanating a soft glow. Oh gosh, they have that one with them. Oh no. The preparations are complete. I trust you have not forgotten the plan. Hello. I know what's inside of that thing and I don't like it. Where the nurse father had left, a figure clad in steel armor entered. Wait, spikes are in there as well? I mean, I guess you do need a lot of spikes to hold the bones and stuff in place properly. But can you imagine your nerves on fire at every second feeling the sensation of that? No. What the? The armament looks a little too crude to be a piece of gear imbued with advanced technology. Worse. It's regressed. It's bare bones technology. It's nothing. It's just metal over flesh. It looks akin to the torture device we had previously seen in the basement of Sinclair's home.
살도, 피도, 뼈도.
Hurts from the outside instead of the inside? Wow. No flesh, no blood. No bones to show in a fight? For an artwork meant for my eyes, its aesthetics are lacking in class. Keeping your mouth shut, even in a moment like this, did he not teach you there's no beauty to be found in it? I want him here. Where is the ring nurse father? The armored figure answered Ryoshu's question with a swing of their huge sword. We need to take care of this quick and track down the golden bough. Biggs, I know you're thinking about the ring apprentice. Stop. No, I'm not thinking anything. Well, actually, no, I am thinking something. Clanker. Kill the clanker. You're starting to pick up the rudiments of aesthetics, Locke. Watch as I demonstrate the meaning of AOS. Let's get him, Ryoshu. Let's get him. Oh, one at a time, huh? Okay. Bring it on. Man, gotta do this with 4 identities, huh? All evasions and defense? Huh? Do you not want to fight me? Huh. I don't like that. Are you playing a sick game with me? Oh gosh, my mouse is like bugging out for some reason. John defense. Sounds like I should try to overpower his defense instead of trying to let him evade. Alright, I know exactly where to attack now. Probably should leave the counter alone for now. Ah, yeah, here we go. Wait a minute. If I leave these alone, though... I should probably read this guy. No. Let's see. What the heck? In a clash against targets that are not Ryoshu, clash power -2, take -20% damage from other targets other than Ryoshu. Ah, see, I can't really affect his sanity too much, can I? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Let's see. Gain 8 poise. Clashable guard. Clashable counter. So I should really probably offset some of this. Can't offset that though. Basically just hit him hard. Gotcha. I'm sorry to put you guys on this type of duty, but I'm sorry. There we go. Let it rip.
받아볼 테니까.
No need to offset? Really? Okay, I'll leave it alone on the next turn then.
전격발.
Yosh! Ah, he has that stupid shield!
태어내리라.
Overwhelm the defense? Gotcha. I can definitely see what minus damage is coming into play here. But not against Ryoshu.
効果的な攻撃でした。
Aha! Now you reveal yourself. Mwahaha. Yisang's not looking too hot there. We're gonna have to gamble with Yisang. Hopefully he can kind of hold his ground here. Everyone else seems to be doing okay though. Let's just not hit the counter.
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
Just keep stacking those statuses. Just keep stacking.
이 순간이 다 돼.
It's like he's got a shield around him. Oh. I think it's very fitting that we have the new Ryoshu here for this. Come on, Gregor, win! Yes! Come on! Yes!
敵の調子が悪くなっているみた
Alright,
いです
evasion and defense. Oh, that's right. We gotta strip the defense. Okay, I should be able to win those. But just in case, I'm gonna circle back around here. And then we're gonna make sure that we leave the counter and the evasion alone. Let's see, Yisang, I'm gonna have you save that if I can. Alright, that's definitely good. I'll push the pressure point there. Gregor is still good on fuel. I'll push this point right here since it's weaker.
그려낸 대로.
He loses his poise count after that. Gotcha.
숨을 다 들어 태어내.
So overwhelm the counter.
태어내리라.
I'm watching you. I'm watching you, boy. Gosh, he's a sturdy one. I mean, it's a very small amount of information. Oh gosh, there you are. Hello. Let's make sure you're not catch anything in here. Thassia, my precious artwork. Alright, so this is the one I need to watch out for. Yeesh. What do you mean take minus 30% HP SP damage from burn, rupture, sinking? What? What are you, tanky as hell? Alright, panic type, not staggered, gain 2 protection, then so really I just need to kind of keep you busy. And okay. Alright, where's Thassia? Alright, main body, gotcha. I don't like that. That's probably the second form right there. But I still need to worry about your defenses. Probably yours as well, too. Alright, I guess I'll have to split my attention up a little bit. Unopposed? Odd. Okay, I can deal with those. Ooh, I don't like that. Alright, that's a bit better, but dang! Still struggling no matter what we do? Jeez. I think I have a way out of this, though. Let's see, that's 4, 2. Probably best if I use my best resource. Just to make sure that gets countered. Alright, and let's just deal with you over here. Because I need Ryoshu to keep this guy tied down. That's an unopposed. Down's going for Merceau, so I'll have him, I guess, focus on that. Oh yeah, that's also unopposed. Weird. You want to tap on the small buttons under the character, you end up slipping your fingers. Alright, I'm going to focus on this for a moment. These two are troublesome. Let's see, exhibition arrangements. Alright, I'll have you go here. Still can't really do anything about that, I think. It's counted as an unopposed, though, but I mean, at least I can counter it, I guess? That's also unopposed. Alright, I think we're good here. Let's run it. Oh, share. Instill some of that fragility for the next turn. Hey, leave Ryoshu alone. Ooh, that's disgusting. The ring looks like classical music. I love classical music. Come here, come here, come here. Come here. Oh, wait, I'm gonna have to reload Gregor on the next turn. Okay, Devo, thank you for coming by. Oh, yeah, I definitely could tell the middle is, like, very, like, electronic style. Yeah, very intense. I don't think I've ever seen the index, though. I've never seen the index. Or, I'm not really aware of the pinky either. I think index and pinky is the one that I really just don't know much about. Oh, Japanese style. Gotcha. Do it, Ryoshu. Do it. Yosh. My goodness, are we sure she's not Virgil's daughter? Are we sure? Like, my goodness, the child support has been going unpaid for far too long around here. I don't like that your defense is just over here stacking up constantly. So we have Albina and Ren. And these are just the apprentices? Like, my goodness. But at least I have more skills here to play with for a moment. There we go. Now we can dominate that normally. That one also looks troublesome, so I might need to focus on it. Unopposed though? Oh, he got faster. No. Alright, up against Merceau. Gotcha. You're going to lose that for real. Now I need to worry about these two. Alright, good. Alright, that's countered. That's also AoE. I don't like that. Alright, Gregor, let's have you work over here a little bit. Some of your magic. Oh, wait, we still have fuel. We're good, we're good, we're good. Actually... okay, so I can counter that. I'll let that go off. And then that way I can still kind of pour my efforts elsewhere. 2-9 against a 2-8. Alright. And then Yiseng, whatever you want to tie down, I guess I'll have you... Let's get rid of that counter. And... No, he's going to evade that no matter what. I will have you go unopposed here then. Alright, so that should be good.
그려낸 대로.
The second is the best Millie song of all time. Hey, I'm looking forward to it. Pinky is very who causes it's based on water margin reference. I don't know what that means, to be honest. I definitely feel a lot of the suspense though in this fight. I think reading their kits beforehand helped me a little bit better. Because now I know where to like put the press on their pressure points. 108 heroes of water margin. Wow, that sounds really legendary. My goodness! Oh, his shield's almost gone! We've almost got the shield! Ay, yosh! Ah, no, Merceau, I'm so sorry, brother. Oh, dude, the freaking Pinky, man. Also looks like, oh gosh, 36 over 66. Oh my goodness. We might have to use ego here, actually. No, it's still not enough there. Who else could possibly counter? Read the skill? Hold on. During this turn, this unit has the skill equipped, or skill equipped, gain the following effects. When hit by attack skills before using the skill, gain 1 impact rattled armor once per enemy skill. Ah. Maybe I should leave that alone then? I'll just direct my efforts elsewhere. But that's gonna hit though, so probably not. Let's see. Clashes of the skill regardless of speed. Deal 1% damage for every Moonlit Azure Blade on self. That's Blade Trail. I don't see any of that on you, brother. There's no damage increase for you, sorry. Let's see. Deal minus 80% damage to damage dealt by the skill cannot stagger the targets. Okay, so I need to deal with this one. And leave this one alone. Oh wait, I can favor it though. Oh, I can deal with him overall. Yeah, there we go. We don't need ego for this one. I'm gonna leave that alone. So just like, don't clash with this, I'm assuming? It's so frightening. I don't want to let that hit. I wish. Let's see. There's 10 final power for every stack, and 3 stacks using the repress. Flesh uses effective from stacker. Oh, okay. Alright, okay. Alright, I leave it alone. I leave it alone. I just focus on this guy. Alright, Yosh, let's go! Eagle! Come on, Merceau, get him! Uh-oh. Eh. Get him, Ryoshu, get him! Get him, Gregor, burn him! Oh, you're gonna try, huh? You're approaching me? Shish! For Ryoshu! Share the tank that, oh my gosh! Alright, back to business as usual, I see. Can I maybe, like, ask for some healing here, Verso? Let's have Verso do that right there. There we go, Ryoshu, deal with this fraud. No, I don't want him to heal himself. He should be able to heal her, right? Yeah, I want him to heal Ryoshu. That makes me nervous. I don't like that. Just keep pumping out burn. Let's see. Oh, wait, we're overheating again. Ah! Can I counter that? I can counter it. Okay. We need to refill our fuel. Ah! Okay, alright, good. That's why I'm trying to be proactive about this. I don't want her to die on accident. I'd hate to have to start all the way back over. Ah! I don't doubt her tanking abilities, I just don't want anything to happen. Punch! Man, the way it looked like she blocked it with her sword, oh my gosh. That was so funny. No, give me back my heart. Boy. I was using that. Dude, what's up with this thing? Can I just recycle this tin can already? Wait, oh, the other guy. Oh, he's trying to retreat. Yeah, get back here. Get back here. You're not allowed to run away. I gotta kill you. Freaking failure of an apprentice. Well, I guess we gotta deal with Albina now. I'll just keep having Merceau like just like mad dog the middle section here. I don't see how that's dominating when my numbers are not looking good. Oh no, that looks great. Yosh. What is this for? Yeah, screw this little section right here. If only I had Sinclair to drive a nail into you. Cromer would be proud. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh my gosh! Melt her down, Gregor, melt her down. We're gonna get into some recycling here. Maybe I can turn her to a coffee mug to sit on my desk. Ooh, what's this? Multiply the damage from the Iron Maiden spikes passive by 20. Let's see, Iron Maiden. If this unit isn't staggered when hit by the last coin of an attacker, activate the following. Huh. Maybe we should, leave that alone and not go after it? Yeah, probably not gonna interact with this at all. No. Normal me would have, like, rushed into this, but intelligent me says no. Normally I would have said, frick it, we fall, and just rushed in. I am not getting baited. No. No. What is it with you? Why do you just not want me to attack you? Huh? Leave me alone. Like, what constitutes an attack skill here? I don't like this at all. Stop. Can I... Let me see. Do I have anything, like, normal here? Ah! You're so annoying. How do I get out of that? Only when hit by attack skills. So I just need to just not interact. Just don't interact with it. Okay. Just leave it alone. No sorry. That's what I'm assuming here. What do you mean, what if I have enough damage to win in one turn, though? Wait, shit! Ah! Oh! No! Oh my gosh, the little hand sticking out of his neck! Ah! Man! That was rough! I hate that. I hate that so much. Well, this is where it's gonna get rough from here on out. Yep, I can just already tell. Alright, we're good on fuel, so let's get to burning her. Oh yeah, cook that defense. Cook it real good, nice and crispy. I'm sorry, Lirico. I couldn't protect him. I'm so sorry. Oh. Finally revealing yourself, I see. Oh no, not that thing. Oh. Huh?
계획에 없는 행동을 삼가라고.
He's stopping her?
소생이 누누이 말하지 않았사옵니까?
Refrain from any deviations from the plan, as my humble self neglected to impress upon this matter many times.
보여? 파시아도 두근거리기 시작했어.
I don't want to see you pulsate, though.
오랜만에 보는 떨림이야. 파시아에게 대화 정도는 시켜줄 수 있지 않겠니?
I don't think you want to chat, lady. I think you want to cut loose here.
그런 사사로운 욕망의 표출은 이번 계획에 있지 않사옵니다.
Oh my gosh.
맥박을 늦추며 달아오르는 살결을 구경만
Then
하는
plan that
그런
involves only the observation of the warming, reddening flesh, while their own heartbeats slow.
파시아는 거슬리나 봐.
That plan isn't to Faustia's liking. Her tendons have tightened.
주인된 자들의 뜻에
Yet we must learn to remain tranquil before these common beats. If we are to adhere to the wills of those who are our masters. Isn't the cutscene in Boss Rush Canto? I'm loving it. I like this. This right here, I'm enjoying this. I've always been so curious, the Maestro's child, forever lost.
조형 정도는 준비해
Why not let us at least prepare a maquette?
뜻을
It has become apparent that this glorified executioner does not know her place. Clearly, it is about time her branches are pruned. With that, the man who stood in... Oh my gosh, did he just turn on her? What?
다행이라고 말해야 할지. 저들끼리 싸우느라.
This may be our stroke of fortune. It seems that in the chaos, our presence has slipped their minds. 3S, remember him? Okay. Ah, the golden bow. Feeling a dull pain squeezing through the grooves of my mind, I turned toward the spot from which the sensation surged forth. And saw Ryoshu standing there. In her eyes burned hatred and fury, a glare that would have easily have had me believe that she would unsheath the sword from her back at any moment. At the receiving end of that glare was the veiled figure who had been watching through our battle without a word. The Pinky's nurse father simply stood there, meeting Ryoshu's wrathful gaze as she did in the fragmented memories. Then she withdrew into the shadows, the darkness slowly eating away at her shape. You're more care of the suffering of a man who refused to read. I mean, I did make it all the way through. The whole fight, by the way, I read every bit of it. I was doing A-okay. Well, how was I supposed to know that would be considered an attack skill?
Dante, 황금 가지는 찾았어.
Dante, have you found the golden
이 틈을
bowls?
타.
We must. No. Miss Red, I didn't understand. We were too late. I felt the dull pain in my head lift as I pointed at where the veiled person stood. Maybe I should have, like, attacked with Ryoshu, then forced the attack onto her? The golden boughs that should have been there were gone. 3 out of 10 barely passed. Okay, whatever. What remained in their place were dozens of cigarette butts, the same kind that Ryoshu smoked, piled up like a thick layer of dust. Man, they were taunting us the whole time. Man. I hate that. Enemy gave us a slip. Most valued employee, ladies and gentlemen, Ryoshu. Let's give her a round of applause. I see children. Alright, before we go into the next part of the story, I'm going to take one moment to use the bathroom. I'm just going to BRB for like 5 seconds. Yosh. 3 out of 10 purely from the reading. I think I should give it a 10 out of 10 for at least attempting to read. You know, we gotta set a good precedent going forward. Otherwise, we're not gonna survive this canto, don't you think? Rushing into the defense skill. I mean, do I not 9 times out of 10 run into the defense skill most of the time? Like, I swear I do. Like, I definitely have a problem with rushing into the defense skills. Like, clearly. Alright, 9-19. Children.
아니라니까.
That is not it. Limbus on the console? I don't know how that's gonna work, to be honest.
그렇게 줄이는 거 아니라고.
That is not how you shorten it.
아니.
No.
그런 게 아니라고.
You're doing it
엄마.
wrong, mommy.
나 하는 거 보고 잘
Wait, what is
따라해봐.
going on here? Just follow after me.
이제 진짜 알겠지?
You get it now?
앞으로
Don't forget.
까먹으면 안 돼?
안타까운
Such
일이구나.
a shame
그토록 예리하고
that a blade
예리하게
tempered to
그린
such
칼로
ruthless
때렸는데
sharpness was used
자신의 머릿속에
to cut away her own mind.
이 새끼.
Your baby's
아직
still
그
at
집에
that house.
있다네.
Ain't that right?
아니?
그래서 나는
So the lines I learned to draw were connections, not
선이 있는
boundaries.
법을 지금은 실타래
Now I watch from
바깥에서
outside the clue, the
놓친
moments
순간들을 보고 있어.
that have slipped past you.
끝이 시작을
When
스친
the end brushes past the beginning,
나는
I will take you in my arms and bear you home. Ryoshu, are you alright? Lei Hong is always gonna constantly haunt me. Dude, I think I would do a lot better fighting him if I did that fight one more time. I would be fine.
그래.
I am fine. Ryoshu closed her eyes shut, then opened them again. Some time ago at the laboratory.
아비들은 왜 너희가
Okay, yeah, you know what? I could actually kind of see that. That would actually be a really good promotion for the touchpad, I'm not gonna lie. Why did the nurse fathers create things like you?
나 하나도
The
감당하기
same people
힘들다고
used to complain
불평했던
day and
자들이
night about what a pain it was to look after me, are keeping underlings now.
자식,
Children.
우리는 자식이라고
We are their
부릅니다.
children.
그
So
자식이라는
what
것의
role are
역할은
you
무엇이지?
children playing? Sacrifices, maybe?
요시히데,
Yoshihide, the day you return to the House of
저희 다섯
Spiders,
자식은
we, the 5 children, shall
당신이
bind
만들지
together the
않게
thread you have slashed to pieces,
하나로 엮어
and complete the clue.
실타래를 완성. 거미집의
The
아버지들은
nurse fathers of the house were beside
요시히데.
themselves with concern, Yoshihide.
거미집에 돌아온 그대가
Were you to return home having forgotten even the time you had spent at their side?
그간
It would feel as though all the years poured into nurturing and honing you had gone to waste.
하였죠.
Huh, didn't know they
고작
called their
그런
errand
역할이나
boys their children.
시키면서 자식이라
호칭이 어떻든
What they call us is
관계는
immaterial to the
달라지지
relationship we
않습니다.
share with them. Oh, yeah, I know, right, Henrique? Yeah.
아니 울림이
No, it's
다르다.
got a different echo.
자식이라는
The
건
bond between a
더
child and the
질기고
parent is thicker,
끈끈하지.
firmer. So
내가 이
much so
검으로
that even after I have mutilated
머릿속을
my own mind
난잡하게
with
될
the
정도로
sword,
베어냈어.
a thread of something remains
한
still.
가닥만큼은 남아있는 것처럼.
하오나
Yet my master
주인님이
tells me
지난 세월간
that she has tended to you
그대를
enough
충분히
through all the time that has passed.
그자가
Tended to me.
나를
요시히데 족쇄로 사는 기분은
How does it feel to be a living fetter? Fetter?
나는
Oh my gosh, small
바깥의
shoe!
통쾌한 공기를
Oh my
마음껏
goodness!
마시지도 못하고
She's so cute!
다른 소지들처럼
No longer free to travel the
산과
mountains
암벽을
and
발길
cliffs as my
닿는
feet
데는 자유롭게
would
걸어낼
carry
수가
me,
없어.
as the other members of the Pinky are.
내키는 대로
I wish to no avail that I should be allowed to weave the delineations of wings and back streets.
무슨 뜻인지
I don't understand what you mean.
모르겠니?
I'm sorry, Lirico, you're not gonna hold me back from
네 아비로
this.
지내자고. 내가 악착같이
You
살아온
don't?
것이
I'm saying I
아니라는
did not endure
뜻이야.
my grueling life, only to be trapped here as your nurse father.
응?
Well,
요시히데
what do you make of it, Yoshihide?
뚝 그치거라. 뭘 잘했다
Stifle your
울는
crying. What makes you think you have the right to shed tears?
거지. 울고 싶은 것은 언제나 나였건만.
If anyone has a reason to cry, it is me.
너를
Ever
떠맡게 된
since you were
이후로
pushed into my care, not a day has passed without me wanting to cry.
우리 엄마
I scrape my knees.
내 앞에서
Keep your
칭얼거리지
bawling
말거라.
out of my sight.
더럽게 훌쩍
Snotty, sniveling little brat. Disgusting. You wouldn't have
그건
gotten hurt if you
네가
weren't such a
느리고
slow
우둔한
dullard.
탓인데. 다음에는
Next time, keep your eyes open and dodge before it hits.
차라리
Also, yeah, I do love Shitune as well. She's so cute.
날아가 봤으면.
Maybe if you had a leg ripped away from you,
그래야
then you'd also taste the drop of this crippling agony of imprisonment.
그자야말로
That woman was the one who hated me most.
자신의 결말을 나의 탓으로 돌렸지.
She blamed me for her fate.
하지만 요시히데
Yet in the end, Yoshihide, it is thanks to her that your mastery of the blade has been cultivated to such a degree, enough to parry both this humble blade of mine and that brute's sword. The man blocked the ring apprentice's blow as though it were a performance meant for Ryoshu. Oh yeah? Her hair was really like, it looked really fluffy.
요시.
Ryoshu, I know there's some bad blood involved here, but this is our chance.
저것들끼리 치고
Let's pull out while they're still busy fighting each other. We need to go after the one who swiped the golden bow, yeah?
어디로 갔는지는 알 수 없었어.
Her whereabouts are unknown. However, this is indeed our chance to hie away from
다른
We made our escape through another route while the Ring and the Pinky apprentices were busy fighting each other.
그건 소잡이.
That technique he used, was that hers, the Pinky nurse father? Yeah.
도련해졌던 기억 중 하나였지.
It was one of my gouged out memories, but clashing blades with him reawakened it.
아비들은
The nurse
내가
fathers
자신들의
wanted me to
모든
learn
기술을
every single one of their
남김없이 흡수하기를
techniques.
바랐지. 소짓죠.
That Pinky woman too, she sure hated me alright, but that didn't stop her from teaching me what she knew.
더 많은 사람을
Probably to make me a
더
more
빠르게 처리할 수
prolific,
있도록
more efficient killer.
이겠지. 그러니 저들에겐 뼈아픈 실책이
And that's why
있어.
losing me was such a harrowing failure for
내가
them.
거미줄을
All the
나오면서
work they poured into me slipped right through their fingers when I left the spider web.
뭐
Well, love-hate can play out in all sorts of ways, I guess.
기억은
Your memories, did you hew them away yourself?
그래.
Yeah, with my own hands. I was reminded of the expression I saw in Ryoshu's face in one of her memory fragments. When she sliced off the Pinky nurse father's tongue. When she drove the blade she never unsheathed before us into that woman's mouth. So that's what Ryoshu's sword actually looks like. What I saw in Ryoshu was the expression of suffering.
이 검을 뽑아 무언가
Every time I draw this blade and cut something,
같이 베어진다.
I'm also slicing away a piece of my mind.
머릿속도.
And this is not an ego?
이 검을 휘두르고 싶지
That's
않았어.
the reason I didn't want to use this blade.
하지만
But had I not done
검을
so,
뽑지 않았다면
they'd have taken her away from
나는
me for good.
그자들에게 영영 빼앗기고 말았겠지.
The one last thing Ryoshu did not want to let go. The word that came out of Lei Hong's mouth the moment he saw her. Your baby. Wait, Ryoshu has a kid. Okay. It was for her that Ryoshu sliced off both her own memories and the Pinky nurse father's tongue. My blood,
내 피가
my
섞여
ward, my daughter.
내가 기른 내 딸이다.
The sword is a relic older than Egos or L-Corp? Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Lei Hong said she's still there in the House of Spiders.
그래.
Yeah, in a place only I know.
아무도 찾을 수
In a
없는
safe that nobody else can find. What was your daughter to you? Don't see why I should play coy at this point.
단 하나뿐이
The one and only precious thing.
소중한 그것뿐이다.
She's all I
내가
have.
가진
So wait, she's hidden in the House of Spiders away from everyone else? But then, like, how does a kid like that survive? Even without her memories, Ryoshu spoke without any doubt. I caught myself thinking how nice it must be to have such certainty. I see, as long as we can stick to this path, we'll all eventually find the things we lost.
그렇겠지.
Right. I know
알겠다.
that. Come on, let's go after them. If the elevator's still busted, they can't have escaped to a different floor just yet. The golden bow. It's faint, but I can still sense its presence. There's a lot of things that are older than L Corp that's incredibly dangerous. Oh gosh. That's definitely very interesting. Yeah. I see children too, and it looks like we are fighting a whole lot of escaped Hiya. Alright, here we go. Just a little further. Although I am almost out of energy, so unless we level up, that might be where we call it once we get to like 1 or 2 more of these. I think I can go all in on just auto battling here. So we kind of have a moment to talk. But I'm glad that we actually got into like a moderately difficult fight there, because I was like, oh, please don't just make me fight these ring puppets all the way up through here. Like, I want to sink my teeth into something really good, you know? Like, I want to like kind of like get some reading in and try to actually understand some of these like more difficult fights. I still need to do my mirror dungeons at some point. But I am glad that we got the Honglu, but I didn't even get to try out my Honglu. I want to use Honglu so bad, but I have no Honglu to use. There we go. Good job, Gregor. Good job. But man, Faustia, like, dude, she was like a battle freak there for a moment. Like, it was like, if they hadn't like started fighting each other, we might have had to fight them a lot more. That was the last boss from part 1, so on release, you might fight the apprentices and wait for the next part next week. Okay. We might just postpone Arc Knight's Enfield for a while and just play Limbus Company on certain days. Because the faster that we do get through all the stuff in Limbus Company, the faster we can go to Lobotomy Corporation, which I'm really looking forward to. Management Sim from Hell. No. I cannot wait to suffer. It's gonna be really fun. Or no, maybe I should just play them backwards. Maybe I should just play Library of Ruina first. That way I can play the Leo Association. You want to be a nugget in Love Corp? Oh yeah, I can turn you all into nuggets. Yeah. That'll be fun. Hopefully y'all don't die. Hopefully y'all survive your first day under Manager Byx, right? Alright. Time for the last one here. Hecatulum Irai Class 2. You want to be the first blood? Yeah, sure. You can just go 10 with the magical pearl. I really do wonder, like, what the story and like how Lobotomy Corporation is gonna end, though. I wonder if, like, in any way does it like tie into like the story later, like eventually leading to like Limbus Company. Cause like I know we take over like Law Corp, you know, so I'm like really interested to see like what happens out of that. All right, we got 2 more energies to spend. So upcoming we have 9-21 new hires. So that was, this down here was the part 1, right? So this is part 2. That one was about 18 long. We have all the way up to like 51, I believe. It ties the Ruina, not so much the Limbus. Ah, okay. I see. We continue toward the corridor full of corpses and debris. Here's hoping we come across someone else still conscious like Miss Alyssa.
아저씨.
You just stepped on my hand, mister.
아이고 미안합니다.
Ah, my bad. Everyone turned around, hearing the alarm in Gregor's voice. Ooh, what happened to you? Ooh. Why are you handcuffed? A lone survivor, the only one who seemed conscious among the bodies crushed under the debris, was looking up at us with her face scrunched up in pain.
괜찮은 것이요.
Are you alright? What in the world?
한참 동안 이러고 있었는데.
What is this supposed to be? I was chatting with this person next to me just to stay conscious, but then he suddenly stopped speaking. It's been 10 minutes already. We'd even exchanged names.
이자를 말하는 건가?
You must be referring to this man. He's pretending to be dead, but his pulse hasn't stopped. Good girl. Oh my gosh. I'm assuming this is type of like ego gear or something. The man in the suit stopped playing dead and slowly opened his eyes. Chit-chatting about the food we'll eat once we get out, while slowly being crushed by the debris on top of us. I mean, you know what happens to characters who say, once we survive this. I want me some vanilla ice cream with almond sprinkles once we survive this, and a sandwich too with lots and lots of cheese. What about you, Robbie? Ah, so this is the wayward passenger, right? Need a hand? Yes, please. Dude, that's actually like one of my favorite bosses. This guy's like how cool he is. I also have the ego for Yisang, I believe. With the center's help, the two employees who'd been trapped underneath the rubble managed to break themselves free. Just my left leg. I'm good besides that. I think I broke my right arm, but give it a few days with lots of almonds and fish, and it should be good as new. Thank you for getting us out of there. I'm Sora. Alright, so we have Sora and Ravi. We got to live another day thanks to you. You can call me Ravi. By the way, may I ask which department you're from? Wait, haven't you seen us before? We were here for a checkup last time.
저희는 오늘 입사한 신입사원입니다.
Oh, we're new hires. This is our first day of work. Oh my gosh, they are new hires. Yeah, there were new job postings for LC's in Keflin Refining Department. Oh gosh. Today's day one for us new hires. We were on our way to see the researcher who was supposed to handle our onboarding, and then this happened. This gear is my first time wearing it. The more I look at it, the more it intrigues me. Are you supposed to be wearing that? Pray tell, how did you get trapped underneath the debris? Well, I was just walking through the corridor and stopped for a bit. I'm always a total klutz. Once I have something on my mind, I can't multitask at all. Yeah, they're lucky or really unlucky knowing our record. Yeah. Researchers often sink into the fathoms of their mind when the spark of inspiration strikes. What do you mean want to make a new Yuri? I had this idea for an ego gear experiment, and I couldn't move on without first getting it sorted out in my head. Might you be referring to the shackle around your wrists? Yeah, that's right. It's not the wieldiest, but it's my one and only ego. Cut the fluff and get to what happened next. We can grow in our apple. Oh my gosh, stop. Do not remind me. Do not remind me of the apple tree.
사람들이 도망치더라고요.
Sorry, it happened. Out of nowhere, we heard a loud noise coming from the other end of the corridor and people started running. That's when the ceilings collapsed. Sigh, if only I hadn't zoned out, I wouldn't have gotten caught underneath the rubble. I wouldn't go so far as to call you lucky, but getting trapped underneath the rubble might have been exactly what saved you from the intruders who are attacking the facility. They've already killed a lot of people. My condolences. I regret I have no further words to give.
혹시 더 발견된
Were you able to find any other survivors? An approximation of 20 remain. As fortune should have it, the team leader and the rest managed to regroup.
다행이군요.
Weird girl? Yeah, she is kind of weird. Oh gosh. No, don't remind me, Lirico. Are you certain that you are well? It is quite remarkable that a newcomer to a corporation remains so composed in the face of such crisis. We get trained for situations like this, so I wasn't entirely unprepared. Just never thought something like this would happen on day one. Still, that's pretty impressive for a new guy. In any case, where are you headed? We're looking for the elevator. I think it's somewhere in this direction, but I'm not sure. Oh, she knows where it is? Yeah, how does she, get in and out of that? I hear voices from the other end of the radio. Is that your team? Ah, the call's breaking up. It seems we've gone past the transmission radius. I wonder how the others are faring. I mean, some of them are alive, yeah?
동감입니다.
The two LCE researchers sighed anxiously as we hurried in the elevator's direction. I hope Ravi survives. He seems like he'd be a great person in the future. At least let Ravi live, please. He looks cool. I like him. He's got a lot of composure for a new guy. Alright, new hires part 2. Let's go. I don't think she cares about getting out of the cuffs. Yeah. She seems to be quite comfortable with them. Alright, let's get these guys mopped up real quick. Let's not dilly-dally. We're on the lookout for hard fights after all. Plus, I only got enough stamina for like one more, so... And we might be coming to a close here soon. Oh my goodness, stop munching down on me! Oi! See that plant, Gregor? Yeah, that one? Yeah, burn him. Burn him. I don't want to see him ever again. Honestly though, the fleshy looking tendrils coming out of the cuff, like around her mouth, I'm like, that cannot be pleasant. Like, that just looks really disgusting. Oh boy. Yeesh. I'm sure about it. It just doesn't look nice. Hello, King. Welcome in. How many teams do I have? Do you want to know whether or not you sped through the candles without getting enough IDs? Oh, I have a lot of IDs. Like, how should we explain this? I've got almost... Oh, Lirico, what's the best way to explain this, huh? Should I just explain it as just burn, or should I go into details?
그려낸 대로.
Because, like, if we want to talk about how many teams I have a burn team, I have a bleed team, I have a charge team, I have a rupture team. I've got pretty much almost anything you can think of. I'm only lacking some, like, I think I'm only really lacking as a sinking ID. I mean, not the ID, team. But, like, if I really had to summarize my account, let's just say if it has burn in it, I own it. Except for maybe a handful of, egos. Like, for the most part, I really haven't done much of the story. I need to go back and, like, reread some Intervalos. And maybe reread some Cantos. But for the most part, I'm really enjoying Canto IX. I'm loving all the dialogue so far. And I want to see just how far my burn team can go. But I mean, so far we're doing pretty okay. Considering how limited we are. Oh, I don't have the Dawn yet. I got really unlucky. I ran out of pulls. I didn't get a single identity in over 220 pulls. I got everything else though. Also, I like Fire Fist Gregor. Yeah, I only got Faust. Like, it's really weird. Every Walpurgis, I can never get the new IDs. Like, every single Walpurgis, I get so freaking unlucky. I will get everything else, but I will not, I will either not get this one, or I won't get one of the new ones, which just really messes with me so much. Yeah, I had to use pity. Definitely had to use pity. And I only walked away with Faust. Let me grab those real quick. But yeah, if you want to see my teams, I don't mind showing them. I actually like to show them. But this is like my main burn team over here that I use for the most part. But like the one that I'm really loving playing nowadays is my burn trimmer. And I just recently got the new Hong Lu today, which I was really psyched about because it was my last 10 pull to my name. Oh, that's just because I recently used this to go through Canto 8, so I needed a Hong Lu. Yeah, just ignore that. Just ignore that. Just leave that alone. But yeah, I have a lot of burn things set up. I'm hoping they add other burn variants into the game as well. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, Lirico, if you buy Battle Pass, you're Gucci for life. Yeah. You're saving up for the next Walpurgis. I am also saving up for Walpurgis with my meager savings here. Because I want my Don Gregor. I want him so bad. I need to have him. Man, is my Balancina leveled? Okay, it is. Let's see. We got Heathcliff, Balancina. I'm just making sure I'm good for later in the Canto. I'm out of crates, though. Hopefully Canto 11 takes less than 9 months. Oh my gosh. No, what do you mean Canto 11? We're on Canto 10 coming up. Dude, burn is all you need. All you need is a Magic Bullet Otis and a burn team and you're good to go. Also, while yes, the new Don Gregor is newer, there are a lot of pros and cons based on the burn team that you have set up. Like, having Gregor really does the Firefist Gregor really assures you're gonna get a lot of burn count. Alright, so we are on audience. Although I only have like 33 stamina, I feel like this is a really good stopping point. Seeing as this one was trying to just like battle filler for now. So let me just kind of look around for a moment. I'll just kind of relax for a moment and just kind of talk. Sadly, a singular team will not get you through refract trial and railways. Oh yeah. I still need to do this one right here. I did this one, and I barely got under the amount of turns I needed. Sadly, though, it really made me aware that I need to work on my burn teams more. I still have not done the hard mode yet. Wait, I just realized I have a lot of threads. I wonder if I need to, if I have anything that needs to be thread spin. Alright, that one's 3, 2, 3. I kind of want to work on my Zayans a little bit. Oh, I haven't changed this one, have I? I really like cavernous wailing, to be honest. Next season's within a month, I know, right? What does someone mean by do your dailies? Obviously, your dailies on your battle pass. Okay. Yeah, Limbus Company has its own set of dailies. Although, really, for the most part, I don't do them because I don't really feel the pressure to do them. Man, I have nothing set up here on Dawn. Hiya. Really, though, do I need to set up anything here? Let me look at Gregor. Man, I still haven't, thread spin forward, Unbrilliant Glory. Really? I don't have enough here. Urgh. Gosh, I have so much thread, I can't even use this. I'll work on getting you to 4 later. Do I have a Teth? Maybe I should work on getting Lantern up a little bit. Let me see. Faust, what about you? Yush. Do I have enough for Faust? I do. I could. You thought they would have your shards? Wait, what do you mean? That's only when the new season starts. Or do so to get the new IDs next season, my call. I would rather get some more powerful egos, to be honest. I do need to thread spin this. That way I can work on my hay shows. Let's see. Final power +3. Yeah, this one's mostly more for the rupture side, I guess. It does inflict more burn, though. And it's actually not that bad. It gives you a really big boost to your threads. And you don't really lose as much as you think you do. It can actually be a really good way to catch up on thread spinning. And using the threads for other things as well. I really like it when it happens, honestly. I thought I was going to hate it. But in a way, it kind of curbs your grinding a little bit. It incentivizes you to actually use what you have before you lose it. Yeah, thread is a pain to get a hold of. There we go. Command Meltdown. Upgraded. Now we have Calcit. Yeah, Calcit and Monster. I need to do this one next later. I don't think this Faust has green on her, does she? Oh, she does. Nice. If you were to use 120, you'd have 300 boxes, meaning 150 for thread, 150 for shards. Yeah. Yes. Let me see here. I'm gonna reset this one. Maybe I'll just turn this one into rupture. Let's see, scrap. I'm just gonna put this one back to rupture. Oh, they added more. I haven't noticed the section down here. Heisho. Heisho rupture. There we go. Hi, old bear. How you doing? What's up? Welcome in. I see Faust. Let's get Lord Lu here. There we go. Snake Gregor. Rhodia. Sinclair. I was so excited when they put in the roosters. You have everything but Thumbfather and the entire ring team. I would definitely get the Rhodia. She's really cool. She has really good evasion too. There we go. Shichun. Hi, Shichun. Hi, here we go. Hi, Hi, Devo. Welcome back. Uma. There we go. Ram. Let's see. Drifter. I don't think you have one yet, Merceau. So let's put you as Dead Rabbit's boss. And then Otis, my beloved. Otis, my love. Here we go. Okay. I'll just delete this one too. Wait, no, this is my Gregor one that I set up. I'll leave this one alone. Let's see, charge. I don't think I have anything here for... why are you like this? There you go. There's multi-crack. 5% coin of doom and despair. Yeah. Alright, I don't think I can really do anything with this section right here. The rest of this should be okay, though. You're gonna take advantage of the Wi-Fi and the AC. Make sure you stay well cooled off, okay? I know it's really hot lately. It's been so hot. I'm deleting this one. I might turn this one into something different. Let's see. What was it? LCE? No, Ego Gear. I'm gonna set this one up for the Ego Gears. Oh, but which one? Lobotomy, Ego, obviously Burn. They rescheduled class. You used their... I forgot what you called it. Oh, I forgot I have a lot of Ego ones. I'll use Lobotomy Ego for the most part. I don't think I have one for Hong Lu yet. You don't read the Uptie stories? Really? You should at least read the Liu. Liu Association has one of the best ones. It's so much fun. Alright, LCE Lantern for now. Otter Blossom Star, obviously. What about Dawn? Does Dawn have one? Yeah, she does. That was stupid of me to ask or say. There we go. Ego. Sinclair, what do you got? Is it only red sheet? They don't read Uptight story. True Limbus player also don't read mechanics. So one reads Uptight, one reads mechanics. No, I'm just setting up teams right now, and I'm setting this one up for ego gear only. I'll probably have to like kind of come back through this later though. Ah, there we go. Sun shower. Oh, I haven't uptied you.
네가 이렇게 친절을 베푸는 척해도
Yeah, ego gear has their own synergy actually.
경계하고 의심할 거야.
You didn't know that? If you read their passives, you'll actually see that in some of them. I'm not gonna read this one right now. I'll read it later. If they dare make me come here only to reschedule class at the last moment. I hated that when that happened, but it was also kind of cool. But like when they told me to go to a class I didn't know about, I hated it. But yeah, if you look at passives on these, I forgot which one. Some of them do have it stated, but I'm trying to remember which one. Some of them do. Ah, here it is. Gain 1 defense level up for every ally wearing ego gears, maximum of 3. And then let's look through this one for a moment. I don't know if this one has one or not. Some of them do have synergy, some of them don't. My colleagues have died, yeah. Let's see, what do you got in here, Otis? Obviously, Magic Bullet Otis, of course. Let's see. Devo, does Hong Lu and Merceau... Wait, no, I do have one for Merceau. I'm stupid. There we go. Does Hong Lu have an ego gear by chance? Or are they still not giving him one? Only Gregor has the synergy. It's okay. I'm gonna just play around with this later. Maybe I should set up a poise team as well. Oh, that reminds me. Burn poise. I need to add to my collection. Boom. 1, 2. Envy is literally just my middle team, and I love it. Wait, I forgot when I got this R-Corp Rhodia. Oh yeah, I could. I forgot. I can put Valentina here. Yeah. Wait, what about this one? No, he doesn't have any, does he? That's kind of sad. Let's see. So we have these two. Ryoshu, Thumbfather. Put R-Corp Rhodia in the Envy team? Oh, yeah, you're right. Here we go. Yeah, this is looking good so far. Yeah. I realized Rhodia can say what? This is work in progress. I personally don't think this one's gonna happen for a while. Arslor. This one is sinking, isn't it? Yeah, wait, no? No, it's bleed and poise. Yeah. I'm gonna delete this one for now, because like this one technically does not exist at the moment. Except for lamp. We forgive Rhodia because she's hungry. Yeah. Alright, burn rupture is still a thing. Thank goodness. Tremor is definitely, and bleed is okay. These are okay. Alright, basic burn is alright. Although I really should like slot this one a little bit better. For just burn. Okay. That's good. That's good. She's offensive? Yeah, she's very offensive when she's not hungry. That's why we gotta keep her fed. Okay, that's my Solo Gregor team, Heisho Rupture team, Charge team, Ego Gear. Got a Poise team somewhat in the making so far. Kinda. Oh yeah, it is kind of a Poise team, isn't it? That'd be the Mao, right? Yeah, lots of Poise here. Wait, no, that one's mostly... That one is not Poise. What about this one? Oh, this goes with my sinking team. It's also Tremor too. Yeah, not the Mao. Trying to remember who it should be. Probably Wuthering Heights, right? Not sinking. Gosh, that's a sick looking Otis. Ah! Can I appreciate this for a moment? I think it's Lobotomy Corporation, right? Oh, Sync. Sync is right there. And I have Sync Merceau. What about Ishmael? Obviously P-Quad. And then, let's see, for Heathcliff. I don't know for this one, actually. Let me make sure there's no better options here. Okay, I think this is okay. Alright, sinking. Oh wait, I did have a sinking team down here. Probably need to work on this one a little bit later. But it's coming together kind of nicely. So far, so good. How many more days do I have to check in for? Nice. I guess I'll just start saving my tickets until another burn unit comes along. I really do need to work on, like, sharding, though. Because it really would be a pain to, like, leave this Yiseng behind. I don't really mind so much not getting the Index Proselyte, though. This one I don't really mind leaving in the past. But I probably should try to get this win. That is just, oh my goodness. Also, I really don't want to leave behind the LCD Osier team. Oh, this one would be really good for poise. Yeah. Lots of haste there, too. Wait, oh, I can't get this one? Aww. Wait, I forget. Why can't I shard this one? This seems a little odd, don't you think? I can't shard it? It's probably the second strongest charge ID? Yeah, that's why I want it. Index is good. I just don't really... I don't know. I just don't feel like I need it right now. Because they're from the event? How? Wait. So, like, when can I possibly get them again? Do I have to, like, leave them alone for now? It just seems like a bit of a waste to leave it behind. I don't have anything to really get from Season 6. Did I not get this Ryoshu? Can't believe I left this Ryoshu behind. To play Index, just read the passive. So, like, well, when should I be able to redeem the event units, then? Is there a Merceau I haven't gotten? Ooh, I could get this. I could get this Merceau. Let's see, Rose Banner, Molar, Susho. In the event, Otis next season. Oh, okay. Let's see, is there anything on standard fare that I want? Oh, there's a W Corp agent, Merceau I haven't gotten yet. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, this art style for Merceau is kind of sick. It looks really cool. Man, the support is just inflict rupture. Maybe I should leave it alone. Oh, this one's also charged. Is the passive better? Oh, nice. Why is this one more charged than the W Corp? This one seems a little cooler. Let me see. Coin power +2. Man, it's so funny. It looks like he like rams them, but like this one does like bleed count. Why does he look happy here? It's kind of funny. Let's see, ego, no. Okay. I mean, I guess I'll just get this for my charge team then. Unless we think that there's gonna be like a new Merceau at some point. But I should probably use it before something else comes out in the future.
준비되었습니다.
Oh wow, that's actually really cool art. Still waiting to get the She Faust just because I think it's cool. Oh, right. Let me see. I don't think there's anything else for me to do tonight. I think I've accomplished everything I set out to do tonight. We got really far through Canto IX. I might do more Limbus Company next week on Tuesday. Just because I'll be doing Power World on next Thursday. I'm like 90% certain. If it doesn't happen, I'll just do it on Thursday. I've been kind of taking a bit of an extensive Arknights infield break. I'm not gonna lie. But tomorrow I'll be playing Toram Online. And then I will be going on break for the weekend, of course, because my throat will literally give out by Saturday. And then I also have to go back to doing my job that day as well, so that's going to be really painful. But honestly, really enjoying Canto IX so far. Really loved that final encounter with the Pinky and the ring. Can't wait to see like what the possible fights against the Nurse Fathers are going to look like. Yeah. So, for sure, looking forward to the next one. Hopefully, maybe on the next one, we actually finish the entire part 2. And then we'll get into the part 3 later. So, by the time Canto X is rolling around, we should be rolling into the Intervalos, which I will be looking forward to. But, anywho, we're going to go ahead and wrap up for tonight, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming out. I hope you guys had a really good time. If you're new to the channel, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps us out. I look forward to seeing you guys in the future if we do more Limbus Company or Project Moon games. Thank you. Y'all have a good night. Bye-bye.
The unending night shall blood still speak. Prophecy gave rise. I led the foe with burning night. I bled for faith through endless fight. I heard the voice that none could find. I chose to break their God's design. Shine far like coals, burn as we foes. Steel shall split the dark. We ride with roaring flame. Strike without fear. We fight with the flame. Rise for crown sways. Burn as will stays. Fire shall mark the blaze. We rise with roaring flame. Strike without fear. We fight, we brave. Dawn carves my name in sunlight shall